Welcome to Kasvar, the North Ocean. This is where we're starting it this time.
Okay.
No comments about dick meat.
You
just did it.
Aw, beans. There's a lot of spray paint fumes in here right now.
It's not good.
It's not great.
No.
Everyone's getting a little high.
No.
I'm gonna move the spray paint.
You probably should.
I'm getting slightly
It's totally dry now is the thing.
nauseous, but I'm
Yeah,
fine.
I'll move it out the way. Because now it's
There's
starting
lots
to
of
get,
spray paint
it's starting to
today.
get to me now.
So Kyla's moved that out of the room. Let's talk more about
No. Alright.
prehistoric animals.
Eventually we'll get to the point where I'm going to start if you do the recap, you get an inspiration point. But today is not that day. Hi, I'm back. So, last time on Kasvar, our adventurers 2 sessions ago met Anastia Deltas, the part Porowal, part Pteros, which is to say part crocodile, part lionfish, remnant monster hunter. Very fancy lass with a penchant for overselling herself and really just being bad at everything.
Is she really overselling?
Yes.
Yeah.
I guess
Extremely.
She knows what her goods are. She just oversells.
It's worth like 50 cents and you're charging like 20.
People are buying though.
Are they?
Are they?
No. No, they're not. No one is.
Are they?
Not one person.
Are they? Giselle Laromis, Giselle Laromis, the part Selicorn, the shark, and part Leodai, the... Got that.
Sorry.
And part Leodai, the stingray.
Yeah, shark.
And she is a paladin, which I think I've decided that rather than like oh my god, 5 people, that was a fast jump. Hello 5 people. I think rather than like, because something that always bugged me about like the parlance of like, I'm a sorcerer, I'm a paladin, I'm a ranger, is like, the fuck, like, people don't call themselves that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they don't. Like, I don't walk around going like, I steal things, I'm a rogue.
I'm a rogue. I'm a professional
Don't worry.
criminal.
Don't worry about my sleight of hand.
So
I don't know.
think that the term for paladins is, and instead of anti-paladins, I think that it's going to be oath taker and oath breaker.
Oh,
I
nice.
think are going to be the two
Nice.
two things, and then it's warden and bane. Hey, Gontes, I almost said Gamgams.
Because that's his name. That's his
They got it in
name.
my head. No, that's actually not his name. I know his real human name now.
Under the...
All versions of it.
Oh, really? Well, Gam Gams is my name and always.
Welcome to David Attenborough's Birdwatch Under the Sea, full of aquatic birdos.
Actually, give him an inspiration. He remembered what happened last
Yeah,
time.
Gontes, you get an inspiration. Oh, fuck, I forgot to make Asmodee in a mod. Oh, well. I'll get there.
Well, we'll do that.
I'll remember.
We'll do it. We'll do
If
it.
he shows up, I'll give it to him. So, after successfully clearing a surf stinger hive that had been dislodged during a storm,
There were no complications.
you all managed to craft some gear.
There were no complications.
No, there were no complications with the surf stingers. There were no complications with the orm.
Yeah.
There were no complications with the cuttlefish
No complications.
that you all
Everything happened
encountered.
exactly as planned. It was great.
You all resumed your journey towards Psychophorum, the jellyfish behemoth. All landmass in this world is almost completely gone.
Mm-hmm.
The vast majority of, like, land are the corpses of ancient sea creatures known as behemoths, believed to be gods. Gamgam's my Christian. Fuck!
God-given name.
God damn it. Well, you just gave us your true name, so now we can do all kinds of magics on you.
Gam.
God damn it. And so... no, it's fine. It's funny. And so... you all set out into the open ocean, into the direction of Psychophorum, the jellyfish behemoth, which is a city known for the eldritch and the fine arts. That's a good nondescript beverage.
Oh, darn, do I love my nondescript beverage.
On the way there, we started testing the new travel rules, which I have fully refined, as well as fully refined the crafting rules, both of which are currently available on BPB Games' Patreon, patreon.com/BPBGames.
Sell it.
Yeah, hit that sell button. And so that is stuff we're going to be doing now. The random encounter that we did roll, still haven't finished the random encounter tables. Turns out the way I want to do them, real difficult. Random encounter tables that actually make ecological sense, real difficult.
We'll play through them a few times.
Yeah, so I mean, hopefully you two will be able to help me with that because some of the biomes I have trouble with. And plus, it'll help us create new creatures. Sponsored by Arizona. Don't drink the concentrate bottle, you dummy. Nondescript beverage. Gontes. Someone kick him.
No.
No, he was sponsored by Arizona, the state, not the company.
There it is.
Yes.
Phoenix,
Got your
Arizona.
back.
So, when you all rolled the random encounter for a group of cutterfish, our dear sweet friend Anastia, who is attracted to all manner of shiny things, might be part of Cypros, the bird people.
I think she is.
Swam down and saw a bunch of beautiful, yay big baubles.
They look really nice.
On the kelp and just began to pluck them
Who
up.
wouldn't do that?
Without investigating, most people.
Okay.
And unfortunately, they were cutterfish eggs.
Who would have known this?
Cutterfish are large creatures, sort of large fish, maybe a little bigger than like dog-sized fish, with long dorsal is the top.
Dorsal's top. Pectoral?
Pectoral fin?
I think it is pectoral if it's here.
Then we'll say that for now. Pectoral, like bladed fin on the bottom that they use to like Cuisinart their prey.
I think.
I was squeezing her. A little bit.
Well, I'm fired. And unfortunately, Anastia was Cuisinarted when the monsters fled the arena.
You did deserve
and she went directly to the edge of the arena, forgetting that Iron games
There
like
was
an
a shark.
ecosystem.
There was a shark.
There was
There
a
was a
shark.
shark.
That was
100%
dealt
a
with,
shark.
though.
I didn't think it would be dealt with.
Also important to note, Anastia did not roll a single attack roll the entire time.
No.
Why did I even give you experience?
You shouldn't have given her any.
I felt like I learned a lesson.
No, she was in character.
And this is important. The only thing that Anastia got out of it was one pity egg. I gave you one pity egg.
Yes.
I will raise it like a son.
Yeah, okay.
Not really.
Or a daughter.
Or a
Or a
daughter.
daughter. Or a fish.
And
Or a
so
fish. Whatever it becomes.
there were tensions amongst the party at camp the next few days. When Ato, the male Pteros Weir, which is Weir is the word for cleric because they are the dams that open the floodgates to divine power, and Pteros is the lionfish, as we've mentioned before.
Yes.
With his missing fingers on his left hand and his missing leg from his knee, above his knee down. He had some choice words for Anastia, but things sort of resolved themselves when Chisel, I believe, found a strange object made of unrusted metal with sort of chunky teeth in a wheel-like pattern. Out of game, we know that is called a gear.
It was a gear.
That is a gear. Pectoral fin is the one attached to the lateral bit, or the pelvic fin and the anal fin, unfortunately. So it's a pelvic fin then. Thank you, Gam Gams.
Thank you for being our
I gotta
spot
call him by
checker.
his Christian name.
His Christian name, Gam Gams.
So, while you were all looking for more of these untarnished metals, which is incredibly rare, any metal, even rusted metal, is incredibly rare, a large shadow passed overhead. The shadow of a Cyprian nest ship. The Cypros are Behemoth children, but unlike every other Behemoth children, they are not fish, or in the case of the Phycetron, the whale people, mammalian. They can't exist in the water for very long. These Seahawk reavers were unfortunately brought about by a flash of Chisel's uncontrolled divine smites.
I
at the
dropped the coin.
No.
Yeah,
Nope.
that's what happened.
It was the magic.
No,
No,
I'm pretty sure.
No, I'm pretty sure.
Pretty
You're
sure.
gonna make fun of me for just stealing a bunch of eggs.
No,
Like,
you
this is
deserve,
my fault.
you deserve that one.
I
She
did.
just had one bad roll.
One bad roll. One bad roll is a paladin.
Go Seahawks. And 3 Cyprian divers with large feathered spears made of literal giant feathers descended. And then they went back to the surface after their holding their breath ran out. And then they came back down several more times and a few of the times they were accompanied by what seems to be some sort of a Cyprian spellcaster who, unfortunately, a tome on their waist came loose when they were swimming back to the surface, and that tome dropped. And it turned out to be a formulist's tome. Formulists being this world's word for wizards.
Wizards.
And unlike, wizards in other worlds, formulist magic is it is pure angles and mathematics. Like, the actual application of it is something that, like, none of you understand.
Yeah, it looked like gibberish to me.
The book, however, was noteworthy because it was written by someone with an incredibly exact hand. All of the letters looked identical to all of the other letters of the same type. Unfortunately, it was written in the language of the origins, the progenitor races that the Behemoths blessed to become your races.
Right.
And scrawled in the margins in a Cyprian were some modifications to some of these formulas. But none of you have intelligence enough to understand heads or tails.
So we decided to keep going.
So you decided to keep going.
We were like, nah, let's do it.
Nah. And so that is where we gon' pick up.
Sound good.
Yeah.
Some dweeb dropped his pre-calc book.
Basically, yes.
Good
Some
job.
fucking nerd. Yeah, one of the other Recipros knocked it out of his hand.
Why'd you bring that down there,
Cool
nerd?
book, nerd. I got a spear, nerd. And that is where we gonna pick up.
Good shit.
Y'all crack me up. So, are you feeling any better, Lauren, since I moved the stuff?
It doesn't smell it.
Yeah, I don't smell it as strongly anymore.
Yeah, it smelled so much of spray paint in here. It was kind of hard.
And that is where we gonna begin.
All right, let's do it.
So, we are practicing the travel rules, are we not?
Yep.
Yes.
So we have to roll.
So, the first roll of a travel roll is, of course, the actual physical travel roll, which is going to be a Constitution saving throw.
All right.
So that's D20 plus your con mod, or if you have a save.
The green one. I shouldn't have done the green one. 11.
Oh no.
I have 18.
Oh no.
Wasn't great.
18's great.
Oh, he was like, oh no, what did I have to get?
Mine wasn't
So-
great.
Kat, what'd you get?
Got an 11.
You got an 11. Oh no.
Gonna roll my luck out.
So, the terrain that we were traveling through, I'm going to say that since we are traveling through sort of safe, shallow, sort of sandy, rocky plains right now, we'll call that a gentle biome.
Mm-hmm.
And right now there is inclement weather. There is a slight storm above that's making the waters churn a little bit.
Okay.
So 11 is the number. How did you do, Catherine?
For that, 11.
So you got a success exactly. So you suffer no change. No penalty, no nothing. Lauren, you said you did real good, right?
I got an 18.
You beat it by
She's doing like
5 or
black.
greater.
Yeah.
You did
So
so well that, like, something about
Whack,
today speaks to you. Like, you're actually having a really good day. And you recover 1 hit die.
Oh, yay.
So yeah, you don't recover them at short rests anymore. We sort of stopped doing that using these new travel rules.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me, Anastia, why is your day going so well?
I have these awesome metal things that make my outfit look so much better than the garbage I was forced to wear after the fish incident.
Forced.
You mean the
Forced.
armor that Ato so kindly gave you after your armor was cut to shreds?
It was garbage.
It was garbage.
It is garbage. I'm not arguing that, but forced is the word I was taking issue with.
But I made it look pretty, so it looks fine.
So I feel a lot better now.
Well, so we are also using item durability rules. So I think some of us took some item damage last game. If it comes up again, we'll get to it. Basically, if you're critically hit, you lose durability in something, and if you critically hit someone else, you damage their shit. But if you critically whiff, you damage your weapon. So that was very good. So as the sort of open ocean in this shallow water continues along, you start to see that occasionally some of the sand gives way to this, rather than like this normal like white and tan sand that you've been seeing, there are patches in the sand where there are almost like swirls of like clear sand, where it just is this strange effect of like gradual darkening as it goes down next to regular sand. Have any of you ever been to Psychoforum before?
I've been on the waters of Psychoforum. I haven't really been in Psychoforum. Like, I've been outside of most of the great cities, but never really in them.
Well, then you would know that this means that you are getting close to Psychoforum. The existence of the Behemoths is so powerful that even in death, they warp, they bless, I should say, the terrain and the life around them. And so here, this sort of like silic sort of sand is blessed by the transparency of Psychoforum.
And that's we're getting close.
How could you possibly know that?
Yeah, I'm kind of interested in that too.
I'm magical. And then I just keep swimming.
What?
I don't know how she could possibly know that. I'll trust it though, because I haven't been led wrong so far.
So, as you all sort of... Actually, you know what? Ato goes, you know what? I want to get a closer look at all that sand. If we're getting closer, like she says, I want to touch it. I sort of know what it feels like. Can I touch it?
Do I know if you can touch it?
You, whatever do you want to say to him? You know the true answer.
Yeah, you can touch it.
Cool. And so he goes down to touch it. He says, you know what? Maybe we'll take a break here. My hip's kind of getting sore.
Oh, okay.
So if we could just take care of the course plotting for the next little bit, that'd be great.
All right, go touch
Yeah,
the sand. I'll get it
kind
all
of fix up
put
my
together.
things while we wait.
You're the navigator.
You're going to trust me with navigating
To
again?
be fair, none of us are good navigators.
I
Remember, we
will
talked
say
about
that
this.
the other thing was a minor mishap. We'll be fine.
So you take
I'm gonna
out...
set up camp.
It's not a full camp.
Like,
It's just
I'm
sit
going to find
down.
a rock
Yeah.
ledge and get under it.
Yeah, you sit down on a rock, and the cool thing about this rock is that when you sit down on it, it like
Oh, I'm so excited about that.
cushions into you.
When no one's looking, I'm like bouncing on it.
It's actually really cool. Go ahead and give me the orientation roll, which is intelligence plus cartographer's tools, if you are proficient with cartographer's
We're
tools.
not.
Nope.
Not at all.
Fuck me, Lauren.
That's an 11?
We're gonna get there in 2 years.
11.
This is gonna be a long pod.
You guys gotta stop trusting me with navigating.
Our rolls would have been worse. Like, at least you have a plus to it.
11 because of the gentleness of the biome. 11 is a normal success. So because you're not moving through like super difficult terrain, you're sort of treading through relatively known stuff until you choose to divert your course, which you're going to have to as you get closer to a Cyprian territory.
It happens.
You get the number exactly. You don't move any faster, but you maintain the course, so
That's
you're not going to
fine.
penalize the time. But I am going to say, because I want to start things a little more fun today, as you all sort of sit around and Ato takes out some of the fish and he tosses one over to you, this sort of salt preserved fish that sort of floats over to you. Do you grab it?
With my teeth.
So you try to grab it with your teeth.
I bounce up to it with my bounce.
So you bounce up to it with your bounce and you try to grab it.
With that bouncy sit.
And you try to grab it with your teeth.
What?
That's too tense.
Music just went. Like,
Stop screaming!
it just sounded really bad.
Are
Like,
you gonna die?
death time. Still death time.
Yeah.
You're not making it even easier on us.
So,
Okay, a little bit ominous.
yeah, this is a little ominous, but so as you sort of bounce up, the rock moves underneath you.
No!
No! And when you go to, like, bite for the fish, a claw catches the fish in the air.
I hit the claw.
Yeah, and you just...
No!
You bounce into the claw and, like, bounce backwards.
Give it back.
And the claw pulls down towards the rock. You see it from your position. This sort of semi-translucent, like, it's not... Let's say it's at, like, 75% opacity. Okay. Like, it's not...
Fully.
You can't really see through it, but it's not, like... it's not opaque.
Okay, so it's a middle slider.
Yeah, it's like 75% opacity. And the claw, like, is this very orange tinted, but like, you know, like thin candy, where you can like see through like this thin hard candy.
Yeah.
It looks like thin hard like rock sugar, but like smooth, obviously.
Oh,
Yeah.
And you can like see the meat inside of this claw, and it pulls the fish in towards the rock, and from the rock a large hermit crab comes out.
She is pissed.
And it...
If I was a barbarian, I would have raged by now.
And it eats the fish.
She's so upset that this crab...
And then it sort of gets to stand
She
up.
takes up a weapon.
Is this in my book?
Do you want to consult your book?
Yeah, I'm not gonna go over there if it's dangerous.
I would say that yes, giant hermit crabs are in your book, but like, because they're not super aggressive.
22 to hit.
You really attack it? Do you want to turn this into a combat?
I mean, he took my food, and I'm a shark, so yeah. You took the food of a shark! I will bite you!
Well, okay. I mean, I was going to have a fun, whimsical adventure, like a chance to show off with a friend, but sure, we can
Chance to show off with Then you should have taken my food. If you wanted to show off for a friend, you shouldn't have taken my food.
Fine, how about we de-escalate this? I'll give you a roll to try and grab the food before it does.
I just rolled an 18, so...
So, we'll call it athletics. What's your athletics?
+5.
Alright, so
So
I'm going to roll its strength.
Okay, so 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 23.
So you grab the fish and like pull against this claw, like feet against the translucent shell. The shell is still hard, interestingly enough.
Oh, okay.
The
back
the chitin is hard. The actual like rock shell that it's in
is bouncy.
Is sort of pliable.
Okay.
And you pull the fish out like from in between some of the grooves in its claw.
I eat it immediately.
And you just
Yeah. You just hear like, oh.
If you want, you can give me history just to see if you know like anything else about these creatures. Like, you have the mechanical benefit.
18.
Yeah, they're super docile, and the one thing about these hermit crabs, like, you don't know about ones that are. This is clearly blessed by Psychophorum, but they are relatively easy to befriend.
Okay.
Oh, no.
There is one rule, though.
Don't hit them.
Don't take their food.
Huh.
Yes.
I had to give some consequence for your aggression.
Okay, aggression. You take my food.
Mm-hmm.
That's an aggression.
Yeah. It's an aggression. Yeah. So what I will give you is advantage on animal handling checks because there is information about how to befriend these creatures.
Okay. So what is it doing now that I just saw you take its
Well,
food?
now that she pulled it out,
my food.
it's sort of like shakes.
You mean
Okay.
I took my yum yums back? That's
So
what
do
you
you
mean?
want to stay held onto it?
No, after I take it, I just
Swim off.
yeah.
I would like to run up to this crab majestically.
So
Do I have to roll to be majestic?
No, you're majestic. Actually, for you, maybe. With that track record, maybe.
I look really good right now.
So you majestically swim over to it, and it like two
Majestic.
eye stalks sort of pop out, the little
This is a little gross.
mouth there, and it sort of looks over at you, tilts its head side to side to side.
Hello, friend?
The book They don't speak.
I don't know what to do with this. What does the book say?
Well,
Wait
did
to
you-
befriend them. Because I did.
Just treat it like you would try to befriend any animal.
I'm literally doing that right now.
That's how she does it. Hello, Fred.
Hello, friends.
I will just pet
Let me
it.
just pet you instantly, wild animal. So you go to pet it, and it sort of just like scuttles away from you.
Where are you going,
It scuttles,
friend?
it scuttles like directly over you, like bringing like a trench in the sand behind it.
No, come back. I have foods.
Ato is like holding a fish in his hand and goes,
Oh, give me the
it's
fish.
it's walking to Ato.
No, give me the fish.
Why?
Give me the fish.
No.
I'll show you why I need the fish.
Here you go. And he holds it out to the crab and crab.
I'm upset. I was going to tell you that's how to do it. I was
cool.
going to
Giselle
tell
Takes out
you.
another fish and holds it too.
Giselle has her own fish that she's eating a while away.
Just way
way, very, very judgmental eyes.
Cool. Where'd he come from? Is it a guy? You're the remnant. You tell me. Based on the markings, it's probably female.
This one is. I would have told you more if you handed me the fish, but it is a female.
Oh, okay. And he tosses all of your food supplies at you.
So I could be it.
Yeah.
Come here, friend!
Oh, no, you misunderstand. He tosses it at you.
Yes.
It tries to grab it.
No.
It's good.
So
So
this
what do I have
is,
to
good,
do? What do
guys.
I have to do?
we'll call this opposed acrobatics or sleight of hand, maybe?
We're gonna lose all our food for traveling.
Yes.
This is great.
All your rations. Oh,
no.
Lauren. How'd
So,
you do?
I got
Plus your dex.
14.
I got a 15.
Couldn't let me attack
It
it. Just wouldn't let me attack it.
grabs the food and...
Friend! No! Stop. No, no. Can I can't grab it because... No.
It's like, it's tiny, your hands are sort of like...
I'm going to be very upset.
Are those all our foods? Is that all our food?
Uh,
Is that all our food?
yeah.
Is
It's my share, yeah. Oops. My bad.
Oops.
I pulled an Anastia.
Excuse me?
Sorry, I didn't think. And it...
Can I try to intimidate it?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to intimidate it, if anyone wants to try animal handling, they can try animal handling.
What is even animal handling?
Um,
It's under wisdom.
I can't try to persuade it.
Ato has a high wisdom for what it's worth.
I could
I
try
have okay
animal
with
handling.
Okay, you have advantage on it.
Okay. That's good.
Good that you have advantage.
So, 13?
Okay, yeah, we'll call 13 a success. And it sort of looks at you, and then it gets like real close, like no personal boundaries close, and it like...
Well, it's an animal.
Yeah, exactly, and just like it's like right next to you.
Hello. Please stop eating my
Oh, the
things.
food's gone.
It's gone.
That's gone. Bag and all.
I ate the bag.
Oh yeah.
It's great.
Big
I'm
time.
doing great.
I don't know what I want from it now. This is so
Gam
gross.
Gam says, you find a sign that says, do not feed the hermit.
Can we write it?
Do you try to mount it?
Yeah, I think it might look cool.
So you like, the book sort of tells you sort of how to
Yeah,
go
it
about
does.
this process, and it, puts one of its like claws. Like the claws aren't that large. Like this is a size large creature, but like hermit crab claws aren't that big. And it sort of like puts this claw down.
Okay, so I majestically write this.
You step on the claw, and it
Yes.
puts you like, and like the back is like nothing you've ever sat on before. Like it's comfier than even our most modern beanbag.
Oh, it's a water bag.
Yeah, it's like super nice. And Ato sort of swims up and takes a seat next to you too. He goes,
Me
"Hey,
too, I'm not on there.
what? Oh, well, actually, this actually presents a very interesting thing. Selicorm, like culture, like if you were raised by Selicorms, they detest the idea of mounts.
Oh, I
Like it's like Selicorms are the fastest things in the ocean. They do not ride things.
I think she, one, doesn't like it because it tried to steal her food. And
Yeah,
two,
that's also fair.
And two, she was raised technically by Leodai, But she
it's
might
very much
she
a
might just
cultural
not
thing.
like it.
Yeah, it's a cultural thing. So if you were raised by Leodai, it's fine.
Yeah. She's more upset that it tried to steal her food, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I would like my cape to blow out like Napoleon riding his horse.
Sure, as much as the water will permit. And so you sort of get on, and Ato goes, "Come on, let's go!"
I can swim next to it, it's fine.
Oh no, you must join us on this cool thing that I did myself that you witnessed me doing.
I have the rest of the rations, I'm not doing it.
You have the rest?
It sort of, one of its eyes turns around to look at you.
Oh, I'm so glad that we could work together,
Tell
friend.
it to go!
All right, well, go, thing, go. I mean, go.
I'll swim next to it.
And it goes pretty fast, actually. Like, you actually have to swim at, like, a tiring rate to keep up with it. If you don't want to ride it and still keep up with them, you'll have a disadvantage on your con rolls for travel.
Fuck.
And you have chosen that for today. So tomorrow's con roll, you will have disadvantage.
Yeah, sure, I'll take the gun.
I did steal your...
Yeah, exactly.
I would
She's
be
very
mad, too.
upset.
So the nice thing about befriending this is that it's going to shave several days off of your travel as it sort of walks along. It will need to eat more, but that will be covered with this.
Have you named it yet?
Camping check.
Have you named it yet?
Not yet,
Its
I'm
name
not.
is Gontes.
This
Gam
was on
Gams.
this once.
Its name is Gam Gam.
Gam Gam.
So finally, we arrive at the camping check. It's been a couple of days traveling with this critter, so this will sort of cover how well you've been doing all of this stuff. So the camping check is a wisdom survival check.
You have survival.
And it is one that one person makes.
I have survival 3.
Then if you are trained in survival, do it. No one else is trained in survival to assist you with, I don't think. Ato
Okay.
might be, but I'm going to say no.
Okay.
So it's just your roll.
Alright, so I got 18 plus 3.
So you crush it by about 1 billion.
I think I crushed it.
So, you succeed by 5 or greater.
Yes, I
The
did.
camp is set up expertly, and the food is delicious. Ato, to apologize for what happened, volunteers for the next several days to go out and get the food himself. And he comes back with some really premium, like shellfish and like clams and fish. You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You a little nauseous?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you
Okay.
want us to like open the door, maybe?
Would that help?
I don't know.
I don't know. We could try.
And so he. Oh, I know that door gets stuck.
Don't do that.
I'm just gonna do it for a couple minutes. It's fine.
Sorry, the spray paint's like
No,
one
it's
of the
fine.
worst things.
I don't want you to feel nauseous. Like, otherwise, what's the fucking point? We wouldn't
Yeah.
be much of a best pal brigade if I made you suffer.
Yeah, we, Kyle was painting some minis in the fumes.
Outside on the deck.
And somehow the fumes
Yeah,
are still getting
all
in
this room.
here. So, we're not feeling the best here.
Thank you, Kyle.
That's fine. We'll have some nature ambiance for this part of the recording.
Yeah, just pretend it's underwater.
Water crickets.
Yeah.
Water crickets.
So,
Water cicadas. Can we have water cicadas?
cicadas probably not. No. So Ato brings back some delicious food that you all eat, and he does manage to keep the big shellfish fed. So when you succeed by 5 or greater, all characters recover half their maximum hit die, minimum 1. So if you're already at full,
We're good.
then you're good.
I have 1 missing, so half, right?
So you would gain 1. Yeah.
Okay.
You
Yay.
also gain 1 beneficial travel condition for an appropriate amount of time as determined by the DM.
That's you.
So
I did so good.
in addition to the normal travel conditions that you guys might benefit from, I will also present a different travel condition. And that travel condition is that your big hermit crab stays with.
Oh, yay.
Good. Cool.
The positive conditions are lucky, you find something interesting or of minor value, well fed. Anytime you roll a saving throw, you roll a d4 and add it to the roll. Well prepared, your overland speed increases by 1/4, so you guys are going to
need
be
that.
well rested to move. Well, if you keep the critter. Actually, you know what? That's what well prepared is. He'll increase your overland speed by 1/4. And well rested. Anytime you make an ability check, you roll a d4 and add it to the result. So ability checks are skill checks, and that's about it.
Would that be a Constitution save?
No, that's saving throws. That would be well fed.
I'm gonna say well fed.
Okay, it goes to the full group.
Right.
Like you all are going to benefit from it.
Yeah.
So you want well fed? Because you have disadvantage on your fucking con?
Exactly. Why.
Well, actually, you know what? We'll put it to a consensus. Lauren, which one do you want?
We could do that one.
You can do whatever you want, Lauren.
You sicken me.
We could do that. We have to help our friends.
You sicken. Well, okay. I mean, that'll lose the big... He won't have enough
Wait,
food. He'll
so
leave.
he
No,
will
he
leave?
will.
No,
Do not threaten us by taking away Gam
Okay,
Gams.
so, I guess in that case,
You're not going to keep him forever.
I would like to have Gam Gam stay because it makes it look cool when I'm doing this. 'Cause I actually succeeded in something that helped our travel.
Jam,
This Gam Gam's...
you're taking things away from me on purpose now. Okay. All right. I see how it is.
Do you want to keep Gam Gams?
I would like to keep Gam Gam.
Okay.
Turning her against me is the lowest of lows that you've done ever.
I know. Listen, we're in the abyss now.
Oh my god.
So, you have chosen Lucky. You get to find something of minor value, and in that case, we will call it Gam Gams, the giant hermit crab.
We had him.
He was going to leave if you didn't maintain him.
Fine. Gam Gams never leave though.
You feed the best... Yeah, I won't be around forever, guys. No, don't say that. And you feed him in excess, and I'm sorry, she decides to stay, and you have sort of exhausted yourself. So this roll, you're going to have disadvantage on your Constitution saving throw because you've been riding on a mount, and so has Ato. You both have advantage because the mount's doing the heavy work.
Oh, okay.
So, Constitution saves. Oh.
Natural 20, of course.
Disadvantage, cat.
I got a natural 20
I know.
too.
I
gotta do it again.
Yeah.
I just lost one of my dial.
Oh, and that one was a 10, so it wasn't.
What's under your
bad.
chair?
It's under my chair?
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. Here you go.
So I got a 23.
Yeah, you crush it. So
Natural 20.
disadvantage.
Twice. Natural 20 twice.
You look so mad.
Not only am I perfect, but I'm perfect 2 times. Let's see if I get a natural 20 3 times so Gam Gams can
If
stay
you get
forever.
23 times, you die.
No,
Oh.
Gam Gam stays forever. Okay, it's an 11, but
It would have been cool if it was.
it would have been fucking cool if it was.
So travel is a lot easier with Gam Gams.
You're right.
She's incredibly fast, despite her size, and you swimming along behind its wake is actually a lot easier than you thought it would be. And so several days have passed, and there's no need for an orienteering roll right now, because the storm above has gotten a lot worse, and you've also sort of left the shallower ocean. You're now sort of starting to enter deeper water. It's getting, like 60, 70 feet deep. But the storm is much stronger now.
How's Cam Cam's? Okay, Cam Cam's still alive.
She's a little scared.
Oh no, I feel, I guess, bad.
You could give me an animal handling to calm her down.
Stay forever. Calm her down to stay forever.
I'm fast as fuck, boy.
20?
Oh my god! You are the Gam Gam Whisperer. You've actually learned when to give it fish, and it actually does sort of enjoy when you get your hand in between the rock and its shell and move around
I'll
there.
do it for the...
You don't enjoy it.
I don't enjoy it.
I mean, I do need to
try to
stress
get
that this
the-
thing is beautiful. It's
Shiny.
colorful
Even
and
with
shiny.
the eye thing?
Its eyeballs?
Yeah, it's a hermit crab. That's what
It's a
it looks
hermit
like.
Oh, I guess that's my fault because Lauren thinks hermit crabs are really weird.
Yeah, but this thing, its
It does
shell
look beautiful.
is
It's
glossy
probably
and
gorgeous.
beautiful.
I'm enjoying this mount then.
Now it's okay.
Now it's
Now it's
now
fine.
I'm going above and beyond.
I'm so generous.
Look at how good
Look
I am.
how magnanimous I
This is
am.
ridiculous how great I am at that word.
The storm is getting bad, though.
I'm gonna look for shelter. Can I do a survival roll for that?
Sure. What?
Oh, can you get my
18.
bag?
Sure. You need a mint?
Yeah, I think I have it in there.
18?
Oh, yeah, 18 is more than enough.
Oh, yes. Uh-huh.
Here, Cat, give this to Lauren. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Maybe there's stuff in there that she doesn't want broken. Maybe.
Nah.
Maybe.
I did it, but Cat is right.
Nah.
Oh, Gamgams just said, if you have some wire brush, I'd appreciate it if you could polish my claws while you're at it.
Gotta polish Gam-Gams.
I'll do it.
I'll fucking do it.
It looks sparkly.
Every day you polish it, every time, right before we go to bed.
So
Sometimes just
you're
during the ride.
sort of observing the ocean, using what you can, and you spot a small, partially submerged hole. When I say submerged, I should say covered with like sand. Do you want to swim towards it? It could be something's lair.
Okay, I tell you guys, I think there's something down there that we can use as shelter, but it might be a lair for some monster.
As you sort of like.
But I'm
Like
going to
with the
check.
tide
I'm going to check it out
churning,
because the
you know.
storm is coming very fast.
Are you sure that's safe, just going off on your own to check things?
Well, we know she's doing it. She told us,
Okay.
and also I'll be going with her.
Fine.
Okay,
Sure.
stay here with Gamgams until we can tell it's safe, or Gamgams will run. And then I go down.
Swim down,
Yeah.
and you sort of like with your shield, you start to like excavate the tunnel a little bit, and you peek in, and it's a nice aquatic cavern. It sort of branches off in a couple of different directions, but the entry chamber looks empty.
Okay.
You could give me perception though.
Not really good. 6, 7, 8, 9. Is he looking too?
Just roll. No, you already rolled. Don't fucking roll again.
I mean, you said just roll.
What did you get? I'll take that inspiration back.
9. But he's looking too.
Checks out. Checks out.
He's looking too.
Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, I got a 9.
Just take it.
Are you serious? Why?
Because I don't want to get eaten at night. Yeah, that's better. 18. Or 17, I'm sorry. I can't count.
As you peek in, you see something sort of bob on the top of the cavern. When you look, it's like a round ball, almost like
I pointed out to
a sea melon or something.
to him.
And as you pointed out, you sort of get a slightly better look as he hands you the little red-lensed telescope that you all got, and you peek in. The nice thing about this red-lensed telescope is that it filters... Somehow, you can't really explain it, but it filters things in the dark as if they were just normally in the light.
Oh, cool.
Probably because you have dark vision looking through it, but sort of looks through, and that little ball has spines on it. It kind of looks like in avena, like the fruit that you were all eating, like that sort of durian-shaped
Oh,
fruit,
yeah,
but with like
yeah.
the red stuff. But instead of this like reddish color that the avena has, it's kind of sandy and ochre-y on the top. It's got spines. They're not as dense as the spines on the avena, but they are certainly there.
Is it bigger than the albino?
Yeah, I'd say maybe a little bit.
But it might be more fruit.
Give me intelligence.
Might be more fruit. Guys, it should be more fruit, right?
I'm still hanging with Gam Gam.
2.
Ooh.
It's definitely an albino. I'm so yummed for that fruit.
Yeah,
darn.
you're just hungry. You're thinking about that snacks.
Um,
Very loud truck. That door, I did not know how loud the outside of our house was.
I'm so sorry.
It's not your fault.
So I go and tell him.
Well, I mean, he's next to you.
No, and I tell him to look. I show him to look.
I don't see anything.
It looks like albano. Like more of the fruit.
He didn't roll very well. Yeah, I don't.
Should I get it? I mean, we
Well,
did
no,
run out of rations.
Let's not pull a chisel.
No,
No,
I'm
an
Giselle.
Anastia.
I am Giselle.
Let's not pull an Anastia. Let's go get her and go in there as a group, huh?
What if it scares Gam-Gams?
He swims off.
Okay. She will hold down the fort, as it were.
We're good. Let's go.
Okay, I'll come right in. See, that's safety. Gam-Gams, come with me. And then we'll...
And you swim down with Gam-Gams. Gam-Gams is sort of swimming with you. He's not going to fit in this hole, though.
Will it be okay on the outside door?
Do I have
thought
to
you
say
hated them.
goodbye to Gam-Gams?
He sort of
She begrudgingly likes Gam-Gams.
looks
No.
at you.
We are not leaving Gam-Gams outside. I don't understand how you could even suggest such a thing. We're not doing it.
He's an outside... He has a house.
I don't understand.
His house is a shell.
No, I understand that, but I don't understand how because the storm is so dangerous.
I mean, he could probably dig down and be safe. Really easy.
Is that true? Is that in my book? Can he do that really easily? Was it really obvious?
I mean, maybe. You don't know.
You could tell him to.
They don't. It's not like full ecologies. It's just yeah, these aren't dangerous. It's very specifically
They're can I
will it
destroy
murder
them?
me,
This is
and how do I murder it?
You could probably tell it to dig down until we get out.
I don't think it speaks common.
Well, you could just be like, get in the hole or something. I don't know how animal work.
Is there any way to make this hole bigger so that Gam-Gams?
No.
No, it's a hewn stone
Hewn
cave.
stone cave.
It's like I'm sorry. It's a natural tidal cave.
Yeah, there's no way. It would take years.
I'm not going to abandon Gam-Gam.
We're not going to abandon him. We're going to go in there for the night, then we're going to come out.
Will you be okay, Gam-Gam?
It just sort of settles down outside the cave.
I'll trust you on this. Okay, I'm willing to go in the cave now.
Yeah, you say as the tide knocks you against the cave.
Oh, I thought you
proper.
said
I'm
knocks
in
Gam-Gams
the
down.
Yeah, Gam-Gam's just gone.
He's
a
fine.
paper bag in the breeze.
He's okay.
No!
How dare you?
So you all swim in to the... Can I get a minute?
Sure.
You all swim into the cave. Do you want to go get that fruit?
No, he said to wait.
You're all in the cave.
Oh, okay. Now can I get the fruit? I'm kind of hungry.
You swim into the cave, and the water in here is noticeably colder than the water outside. Based on that, both of you would know that this cave probably actually goes kind of deep. Maybe not necessarily down, but it sprawls, and so the water circulation in here is a little less than it is outside, so it gets colder naturally.
What does the cave itself look like? Is it all one color? Or?
That's where I'm going. The cave is just sort of this rough, pocketed underwater cavern. A lot of the parts are actually kind of sandpaper textured, but it's all stone, and it's all kind of more or less the same color. But occasionally you notice stripes of what looks to be quartz, maybe, growing out, little quartz crystals that are sort of growing out of the wall like spikes.
Oh, cool.
But when you tap the quartz crystals, they sort of jiggle.
So they're kind of wobbly.
Yeah.
Are they removable?
If you want to try and pull one loose, you can.
Everyone, I know you want me to let you know if I'm about to do something for your safety, which I greatly appreciate and respect at all times. I'm going to be taking one of these.
Let me look at it before you do it. Maybe it's a monster. I don't.
Oh yeah, feel free to touch it first then.
No, I'm gonna do an investigation check or survival.
Call it nature.
A nature check.
Call it nature or religion.
Nature or religion? I'm gonna say nature. 6. That looks real shiny.
Yeah, this is like nothing that you've ever seen before.
No, I've never seen it before. Have you?
Nope. Nah, it's cool though.
So do you give me permission to take this?
Yeah, alright.
It seems safe enough. I'll be ready anyway, and I'll have my
As you go to pull it out.
So what do I have
my
to roll?
Kopesh ready.
Call it strength as you try to rip it out. Strength with disadvantage.
So, just regular strength?
Strength with disadvantage.
So a 9.
It's just so difficult to get a grip on, and it's like wiggly and loose, and you just
Oh,
pull
it's like one
off.
of those Wiimote controllers, like the covers.
Kind of, but it's like solid. I mean, like, if we have to be crass about it, it kind of looks like a sex toy shaped like a gem.
Okay.
Like, it has that consistency.
Okay. So it's real.
Yeah, it's like a gummy worm. But a little more dense.
Got
like
it.
almost like aerogel.
Mr. Dependable version.
Yeah. But yeah, you just slide right off. Like, it is in the wall. And as you slide backwards, you sort of
What a hit.
hit something spiky behind you.
Oh, it's that
And
fruit.
It's the fruit. And as
The
you
fruit?
yeah, the fruit. Mm-hmm. And as you sort of spin to look around at what you just hit, you see it there.
It's a spiky fruit. You're fine. Just eat it.
I am not eating this thing.
Just put it in your mouth. It's fine.
You turn around to look at the fruit,
I'm gonna take this order.
and it is a screaming face.
Just screaming.
I mean, like, open, as if it was screaming.
Oh, it's dead.
It's super dead. This
Proves it.
thing, you recognize this instantly.
I do.
This is one of the only things that your master told you were capable of killing.
The master didn't believe me.
No,
No,
your
you knew your
master is
strength.
quite tough. It sort of looks at you. It's like a beach ball sized puffer fish person. It has little arms and legs, and it's fully puffed. And it just sort of
Worry not, friends.
Floats
I will
around backwards.
defeat this hideous creature for
oh
you.
god, what the hell is that?
I'm pretty sure
I would
it's
like-
already defeated.
This is a pak'po.
How do I kill it?
What?
I'm gonna kill it now.
Okay. I mean,
Well, tell me first.
you swing at it, and it just continues to roll, and like you like pierce through it, and now you've pierced this pufferfish on your thing, and like the blood begins to leak out of it.
I think it was dead.
What's your
already.
passive perception?
13?
Mixed into some of this blood, parts of it, when it touches the seawater, immediately curdles.
Ugh.
But some of the blood doesn't, but some of it does.
Ew.
What the hell?
Did I know it was gonna happen from my book or anything? Or
No.
Yeah,
I'm just like
blood
shaking it now and thinking off of my bite.
And
I don't know! Get it off!
And you like scrape it off like on the crystal, but the crystal keeps bending underneath the
Everything is
pressure.
gross!
No.
And just Ato comes over and like takes out his like little stone dagger and he just pushes it off.
Thank you for that. I did not know about
This
that.
guy's super poisoned.
Why is he poisoned?
I don't know, but look at the blood.
Well, I see that.
He sort of like circles
Is it a
the
different
blood
color?
with the sand. No, it's the same color. It just coagulates into like a semi-solid when it hits salt water. He says, yeah, this happens with some venoms. You all know that Pteros are actually pretty well versed in venoms because that's what they are.
They're lionfish.
They're lionfish people, exactly. He says, yeah, this is, I mean, it's not really like a venom that I'm familiar with, but like, this for sure. Why do planes keep flying over? I don't understand why the very loud planes keep flying over my house today.
I didn't
I
even
don't
know
think
we
you
had
knew
this
that.
many planes.
Normally it's so quiet.
Guess what the doors goes? This house really retains a lot of...
This house eats sound.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
One time I stepped on a nail and was outside and screaming, and Kyle had no idea.
And we had windows open.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really weird.
You can yell from in here, and I won't hear you in the office.
That's not good.
Yeah.
Dude, it's super weird.
Yeah.
Are you better now? Can I shut the door?
Well, I mean, you can shut the door.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna shut the door. But yes, this floating corpse, just like straight kicking it.
Could it be like a fungal venom? Make a poison from there?
Aquatic funguses don't really exist. They're exceptionally rare, so like you
Okay.
might not even know that they exist.
Okay, never
Because I
mind.
looked up aquatic funguses.
Okay, alright, so never mind. Maybe the coral? Or maybe tubers? Maybe these weird crystal tubers? Tubers can be poisonous.
Yeah, I mean, he goes and nature rolls and goes, no, I don't think that's what this is. This is definitely blessed. This is blessed by Psychophora, maybe, as he like detects magic over it with religion, sort of inspects it.
Oh shit, I'm a paladin. I could have done that. Whoops.
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 Yeah, no, it's not that weird. But
Are we level 3? I know this is a weird question.
no, we're 2.
That's what I thought. Okay, I forgot to write it in the bubble. Alright. Level 2. Alright,
And so I'll begin to draw now.
draw?
Yeah, the
Oh,
map.
on the map.
So
On the map, on the map, on the map.
I'm gonna draw larger than we
Some
normally
Oreos. They're firework Oreos, FYI. So they have pop rocks in them. So they pop. Here you go. For you, Derek.
Is Derek in the
Derek.
chat? Hey, Derek.
You can't hear the pop, but it's there.
It's there. So
You get some 2 gam gams.
the cave sort of spreads out, this aquatic submerged cave with these strange wigglers in the wall. The entrance is back here, but because there's no like fight in this room, it's fine. There's this path here, and then if you check down this path, you see that it breaks off into 2 forks.
Do you need me to?
Yes, please.
Oh, that was really bad
Whoa.
slide.
Derek, if you want to come through, we'll give you Oreos. you can interrupt the stream and get some firework Oreos.
They're really good.
So yeah, it sort of moves down in each direction, but the way that the caves sort of bend and turn, because they're naturally formed, they're difficult to see more than like a couple feet ahead.
Okay. I would say the route less traveled, but I don't know because it's water.
Yeah.
Like it.
I mean, like honestly, both of these look to be the same. Like
Yeah.
neither of them are hewn by hand; they are naturally occurring.
They're natural. I would say go this way because it forks. Maybe we can make another decision.
So, if you want to go that way, that's fine. So at the
This is they
fork,
look equal, yeah.
you sort of swim. It's maybe 20, 25 feet as you keep swimming, and it forks to the left and it forks to the right. From here, you see that this continues before opening into something. And this path over here, it appears that here, there's like, you can get through it easily, but a lot of sand has been sort of built up in the cave here. Like a mound of it, so that there's only maybe like half a foot to 9 inches of clearing from the sand to the ceiling.
Can we see in the room if we swim up?
Do you want to peek in? Okay. So you swim up and sort of peek your head in. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, no.
Probably not what I wanted to do.
Oh, no.
Fine.
No.
2 spindly little fingers. They jab you in the eyes. You're gonna be blinded
What?
for
Oh my god.
let's see.
I'm doing great,
For
guys.
2 rounds, you are gonna be blinded.
Okay.
So, like, she gets up there and she yelps in pain as she just like comes back and clutches her eyes.
What just happened?
I'm blind.
And when you look up, you see from like in between the opening, you see this little puffy round face and just looks up and goes, "What?
The little dick.
What? What?
Oh,
What?"
it's a pop.
It's a living pak'po. It goes, "Bleh, bleh, bleh."
Oh my god. He's so offended.
Yeah, it's like peeking down.
Just if FYI, pak'po are this world's versions of goblins.
I mean, sort of, but not really.
Yeah, they're like worse than
They're a
goblins.
CR equivalent.
Yeah.
They are a shitty dumb pest.
Yes, yeah.
But unlike goblins, they are like, I don't know. I always found the whole weird like racial cleansing of goblins to be like really weird. Like kind of weird to write a whole race off as evil to me.
No, they're not all evil.
Yeah.
You can. They're a playable race now.
No, they are not.
You can make them playable.
No, I'm not making them playable.
I'm just saying.
I'm removing races. I'm not adding races. I removed
I'm just
2
saying.
races.
I would love to be a pak'po.
You are the fucking devil. You know what? 3 rounds.
Damn it!
And bleh.
Fine.
Do you want to engage in this battle or do you want to retreat?
He seems to be happy in his little.
Is it directly instigating that I fight it?
No, it's give me insight, actually. This is important. Give me an insight roll.
I'm blind. I can't insight this shit.
Oh yeah, you're safe. Also give yourself a point of damage, we'll say.
Really hate me today.
Well, I mean I have to do something to you.
11? 11?
We should fight them.
11, I would say that's probably enough to glean that like something's off with the pak'po. Normally they're very into like displays of aggression. Like they're the opposite of mundane pufferfish that only puff up as a last defense. Pak'po are like very, very aggressive and they like to show off.
Okay.
Even if they're going to get their shit smashed down. This thing is assuming sort of much more of a defensive posture based on the fact that it's barricaded itself into a room. You could smash through that barricade effortlessly.
He did give us a finger a sip roast, so.
Yeah, he did flip you off.
I'm gonna have to stab it. But I'm gonna do it carefully. I'll let...
Oh, okay.
So you want to start a combat?
Yeah.
Okay.
With everyone, I'm going to stab this small creature. It seems deadly. I will...
Are you getting close to it?
I just saw it poke her in the eye. No, I'm going with the thing.
That's fine.
Yes, please get your eyes poked out too. We don't need eyes in this campaign.
No, it's okay.
Well,
As you draw close to use your spear from the sand, 4 spears
There were
shoot
more
out
in there.
from the
Shoot
sand.
out?
Yeah, like thrust forward from the sand.
Well, he didn't stab me earlier.
So let's call this one unawares. We'll call this dexterity save with disadvantage. He flipped me off. He's got to die.
Yeah, that was how.
hold on. 9?
You get stabbed 4 times.
That's a fail. That's a big fail.
But I had my spear. I was cautious going up to them.
So this
Yeah,
is
cautiously getting stabbed. That's a thing, right?
Okay.
This is so
Let me pull up the
Kyle's
pak'po.
really vicious today.
I've been particularly vicious in Kasvar.
I should have put on my pufferfish earrings. We would have been safe.
That's
Yeah,
so
that would have
right.
worked. So the pak'po stats. Okay. Oh no.
Oh, what?
Oh no.
That's
You
okay.
get hit with
So,
25 damage. Oh wait, you only have 18.
if I die immediately again, it's...
You sort of
What I
swim
probably
out of the
deserve.
way and push another spear to the ground with your bite end. Thankfully, it like catches in between it. But one of them does manage to like get you right across.
Did it ruin my armor again?
No, it's fine. But you do take, because this was a trap and you took full damage, we'll call it 7 points of damage. And then some of the sand like retracts as the spears come back into the sand. And the pak'po at the top goes bleh, 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 bleh.
Oh my god. This
We're
guy-
going to be killing them all, guys. None will be left alive.
She's,
Yeah, okay.
We're going to kill them all for this.
So you're going to be blind for the first round of combat.
So should I be at the bottom of initiative anyway?
Oh no, you'll roll initiative anyway. It's just on your turn. You are blind.
Oh, okay.
So let's please get initiatives, everybody. Ato will be the orange one, and the pak'po will be the black one.
How bad did you get? Oh, worse than me.
Oh, yeah.
No, I think we're tied.
Yeah.
And I think your dex is higher, so you go first.
Right? Yeah.
What'd you get?
We both got 5, but her dex is higher.
Fuck, guys.
What do you want me to do?
What do you want me to do? Roll better?
better.
Roll better?
So which one of you won?
She did.
Anastia?
She has better dex than I do.
All right. Okay. So I need to set up sort of like an order because it's only about a 7-foot wide gap that this little pak'po is peeking out from. So Anastia, it looks like you went up front, and Ato probably stayed back with you, Chiselle, to sort of like tend to your eyes. He doesn't have any ability to fix blindness.
It's fine. Whatever.
Top of the initiative
is losing my eyes a disease?
We'll call this one. No, it's not. No, you cannot poison your eyes because they are not poisoned. Where did my dudes go? I had 5 of them.
You had 5 little dudes.
Yeah, I had 5 of the same mini. Oh well, we'll just have to make do, I suppose. Yeah, they're dead. Okay. The one that you can see that's sort of floating up on top. You know what? We'll put him on a little chippo. He's sort of the one floating up. Oh, that would actually be a neat little idea. Instead of doing the 2-tiered thing, if we have like ships that attach to the bases,
You're
that
right.
you could be like 1, 2,
We
3
could level
squares
it that
up.
way.
Wow.
We should try to find if they exist or make them ourselves.
We
That
can
could
make
be
that.
cool. And so he sort of goes, "Bleh, bleh, 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 bleh."
I'm
And
going.
he
What is he
I
doing?
hate him.
picks something up, and you can hear like sort of from behind the sand. You hear.
Oh, no.
Sounds like there's like a couple other pak'po.
Oh,
and,
no.
It sounds like that rave.
and then the little hand like sticks through the gap, and it throws a rock at you.
Oh my god.
I'm insulted.
It has
As you should
disadvantage
be.
because it's like pushing its arm through a thing. It doesn't have a good angle. So we'll use the worst results. And the worst, well, I rolled a 3 and a 2. So the rock just bounces off of you. It loses all velocity in the water.
You'll have to try harder, little ones. You're going.
So you feel very, very
Yeah,
confident.
yeah.
Bleh.
I would like to stab it now.
Okay, it is your turn. You can stab it. It has partial cover from you, so its armor class is going to increase.
Oh, wait.
Actually, it has pretty good cover, so its armor class is going to increase
Can
by
I
2.
consult my book first? is it
Yeah,
right?
we'll say that you did that when you discovered
Yeah.
the first pak'po. Go ahead and these are low level. So do you want to gain bonus damage or bonus armor class against them?
Bonus damage.
Okay, so what you know about the pak'po is that they are a semi-intelligent race. They have a language all their own, which you have now been on the receiving end of. And they have a special ability where in like displays of like aggression, they can puff up, and when they are puffed up, they hit harder. This one is not puffed up. And it has no special resistances or anything.
Oh, good.
So go ahead and give me the attack roll. Its armor class is increased by 2 though, because it has partial cover.
So hold on. So 14 plus 5 is 19.
Yeah, that hits God.
Will it?
Okay, so.
I feel like God has a natural 30.
I think the highest is the Tarask, and even that's like 25, I think.
Really?
Oh yeah, AC is like Pit Fiends have 19.
Okay, so that's 5 plus 5 because I might
Is this
use
your
a
damage?
few.
Yeah.
So that's 10 plus the extra 2 from what I just did. So that's going to be 12. Is it dead?
So he goes, boy, boy, and your Biden just goes right into its eyes,
It's like solid.
and you like pull
I
it
can't
against
see this, but I feel good.
and the top part of the sand like collapses. Now the sand is large enough to go through because you pulled him against it. We'll turn that into something funny. Good job.
I just killed it that well.
No, I know. I just like giving awards for funny role playing right now. Anastia is so fucking petty.
She really.
So I don't know why I let you go first, but because the pak'pos go first. Oh, Ato went, and then fine, whatever. I'll switch the order up.
Yeah, maybe it's been its turn trying
She
to,
goes
like,
before
taunt me like a
It
meanie.
threw the rock.
It did throw the
the other
rock.
ones were doing stuff, so this one's gone. And
Oh,
now
yeah.
I have exactly 4 pieces. That's how many I need. And as you sort of, like, peek through, you can see...
Oh my god, there's a bunch of them.
There's 4 of them in here.
4 little boys. 4 good boys.
I mean, they ain't
Pak
good.
boys.
They ain't good at all.
Pak boys. I love pak'po. They're so cute.
This room is different than... Also, first off, that damage was fucking ridiculous. This room appears to be based on the taste of the water and the smell. This appears to be the lavatory where they relieve themselves.
I was hoping there'd be, like, cool treasures if they're, like, defending something.
No, it's a room of shit. In this room, though, it looks like they've relocated a lot of sponges, and, like, the sponges are, like, actively filtering the water.
I'm so grossed out by this.
It's a common thing.
No, I feel like I made a mistake in what I was trying to do here.
That's fine. You did enter the poop chute.
Yeah.
The poop. The poopulator.
And then we'll say from over here, you can see that they've built up another sand mound over there.
Okay, so there's multiple.
And so they look really scared for a second. And then they see that it's you, and they go. And then they pick up their spears again. Their spears that are still wet with your blood.
I can't see any of this, but
I mean, unfortunately for you.
I'm blind.
Bleh,
I'm having time. You guys can come in any moment.
bleh, bleh. You're gonna get 3 spears.
Yeah,
Did you choose the AC bonus or not?
I tried to
I
look
did.
into the outhouse and got my eyes poked in.
You sure did. So these 3 pak'po sort of they like swim over to you very quickly, and they just like start to.
Poor little stop! These puffer fish men are really relentless.
3 attacks. Oh my god, 20, 19,
I die
and
in this lavatory.
13. Does
Your
13 hit?
fault. No.
My AC's 15.
Okay, so no, 13 does not hit. So that'll be 10 points of damage from their 2 spears
Son of a bitch.
as they
You might die.
I might die.
stab into you. We will let Ato go now, and Ato is going to.
Wait, I haven't gone at all.
You're at the bottom.
I know, but it already
Ato hasn't gone
cycled
yet.
through.
No,
Oh, okay.
We just messed it up for Anastia. Ato is going to come hither. And
thither?
do you need him to drop a heal on
Yes.
you now? So we're going to give you a healing word.
Word of healing.
I'm
What's
in
his
trouble.
word?
He doesn't do it. He throws the enchanted spines, remember?
Oh, that's
So
true.
he conjures one of those spines and like says a quick blessing in Pateran. Do you speak Pateran as a part Pateros? Did you take that as a language?
Did I? Yes.
So the chant that he says
No. Oh, yes, yeah.
is sort of it's a very brief chant, and it appears to be to Voltanus, the Pateran god, the behemoth of the Pateros. He says, "Oh, great Voltanus, please bless us with bravery," and he fires it, and it hits you for max healing. So that's going to be 7 points.
7.
Slightly
Damn.
better.
And he hits you. That was his bonus action. So as his main action, he is going to cast a Venom Shock at this pak'po here. He conjures another small flurry of spines and throws them. The pak'po is going to make a con save, which it beefs.
Beefed it.
It beefs it hard. So it's going to take 4 points of damage, and it sort of begins to get envenomed. And when it gets poisoned, the other 2 pak'po look at it and go, and then they start to like thrust their spears like in like a gesticulating manner at Ato.
Oh, so not me anymore.
No.
Oh, good.
Okay, so that is their turn. Chiselle, you are blind.
Yeah. What can I do while I'm blind?
Dickle.
Nothing?
I mean, really.
So I lose my turn.
You can move in a random direction, but yeah, you blind. You got jabbed right in
It's
the
1,
eyes.
2, 3, 4.
It's a D8, so
Oh,
1,
okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Alright, let's see where I go.
Maybe it's good.
6.
Six.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You hit the wall. But with the wall and your hand on Ato, you can sort of feel the direction you need to go.
Okay.
But Ato says, it's too tight. You're not going to be able to fit through.
Fine, I'll take a full defensive then.
Okay, so attacks against you have disadvantage.
Yeah.
And you sort of like get the sting out of your eyes and open them up, and they're just like red.
Great. I'm gonna kill everyone.
I'm gonna kill everyone.
Every single one of these.
So we'll just keep the adjusted initiative. We'll put Anastia up front. But there is one pak'po that goes before Anastia. It is this one over here, and all this one does is it, and the other ones go, and that's all it's gonna do. And it goes back to sort of looking out of the opening because they've barricaded over there with sand as well. It goes back to looking. Okay, Anastia, it's your turn.
Huh. I don't know what it just said, so I don't really care. So the middle one's poison, right?
This is the one that he hit, yes. This one is particularly damaged.
I would like to stab him in particular, if that's okay. I want them to feel the fear.
Okay. Yes.
I'm not gonna feel the fear.
What's your
11.
11 is too low. Close, but no cigar. It's going to use its reaction to puff up. When you miss it and it like parries with its spear despite the poison, it gets really big and it begins to float higher into the air. It floats up into the air. It has puffed up. It does a bonus 2 damage with its attack rolls for 1 minute.
Oh no.
Okay. Do you want to move?
Where can I even go right now? It's
You
too
can
small of a door.
Well, you can. No, it's totally fine. You can swim under them. Remember, it's 3-dimensional.
Yeah, actually, we go underneath.
Yeah. You'll draw some opportunity attacks.
That's the danger. Because I don't want that.
It's up to you.
I'll say where I am right now. Well, actually, anyone else?
Because they are going to go directly.
Are they monsters? Yeah. Monstrosities?
No, they are humanoids.
They're humanoids?
Okay,
humanoids.
so what Anastia would do, if I know they're all going to come after me, is to...
Oh yeah, you're going to get shish kebabbed.
Can I go back a bit?
Whichever way you move, you're going to get AO'd.
This isn't good.
Yeah, she doesn't have to disengage.
Yeah. Well, I mean, she does, but she used her action to attack instead of disengage.
I'm going to have to stay put. I'm not going to do anything that would jeopardize my safety.
Okay.
I can't do it.
Just so you know, this will prevent your teammates from getting through.
Oh. Okay, so I will go backwards and get hit so that they can go before me into the hole.
So you swim backwards, and here comes...
Well, I did
fall. I'm here to help you.
As you push me down to the ground.
Don't worry, I'm helping you. Get in there. So 2 attacks.
No matter what, I'm gonna die.
It's only 1 hit. You're fine. 5. As the spear rips across you. Thankfully, this guy was floating too high to get a swing at you. Like he's on the roof now.
Okay.
It is now the pak'po's turn, though, and they sort of look at each other, look at the poisoned one floating in the air, and go, "Bleh, bleh, 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 bleh." And they step back into the room, and this one swims into the room where you cannot see them.
What?
They're in the room proper.
I don't like them.
That's all they do.
That's all I do.
Okay, I'm still blind.
No, that's gone. You can see on this turn.
Oh, okay. You said 2 turns. 3 turns.
Because we had sort of a round of surprise, I'm going to count that one for you.
Okay.
So that was the Pock's turn. It is Ato's turn. He goes, okay. And he swims in.
Well, as long as he's not fun.
He swims in, and from the doorway, like, despite his best... Actually, you know what? He's going to use his action to be really clever. He's going to use the disengage action, which means no opportunity attacks.
Okay.
And when he swims through, he's, like, extra defensive, and he sort of swims around the spears that, like, get stabbed at him from around the doorway, and he lands in here. He goes, yeah, there, and there!
Okay, cool.
So they basically backed up and held their actions to stab anyone who comes through the door. So they're going to get their rolls, but with disadvantage because they're not technically opportunity attacks. That's going to be a critical failure. So one of their spears just breaks. One hit and another miss. So Ato sort of goes through and he only gets clipped once on the side, and he is good to go. He stops over there and then points out where they were. And it is the Pox's turn. It's this one. And he goes... And these ones go... And he's going to swim forward. And this one doesn't have a spear. He has a chopper, which is just a large flattened stone that's been sharpened. Think like a crude wooden machete. And he's going to chop at Ato. And he does hit for 5 more points of damage as it... My rolls are hot right now. And Ato like goes to parry a little bit like with his forearm, and it just like cuts right across it. He's not wearing his armor.
It's like it's my fault, I guess, but not really.
I guess
It is.
It is Giselle's turn.
All right, I'm gonna go to the one that's by the door.
So you want to get right in here? The one that's puffed up, or
Right.
this one?
The one that's puffed up.
Okay, go for it.
And I'm gonna try to attack him.
Go for it.
So that's 16 to hit.
That is for sure a 16 to hit.
Okay. I have my shield.
What's your minimum damage?
8.
It's dead.
Oh, I'm sorry. No, 4.
Dude, it has like 2 health left.
Oh, okay. So I killed it.
Yeah, you swing that Kopesh, and this one just dies. I think you might be forgetting that as a Celicorm, you have the ability to do like a bonus action attack once per short rest.
That's only when I'm bloodied.
No, it's only when someone's been hurt.
Oh, so
Bloodied isn't a thing in 5e. It's just called bloodied something.
Oh, okay. So as long as I can...
As long as you've hit someone this turn, you can use the bonus action once
so
per short rest.
that guy next to me, can I bite him?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
So give me a bite attack roll.
15.
That's a hit.
Okay. And my bite is 1d8 plus 3 because I got good yums.
You can potentially kill this one.
Oh, I got some good yums. 6.
6 is not enough to kill this one.
Oh, what if I divine smite my teeth?
I'm gonna say you're not that good yet.
Shit.
I'm not gonna overrule it for like the character arc, but like the idea crosses your mind as this pak'po like jabs you in the other eye.
No!
You're like, oh, it'd be great if I could just smite it with my
If
teeth
I
to
could,
death.
I would smite it
And
with
just
my teeth.
it continues to survive.
Very upset.
Okay. That was Giselle's turn. Top of the initiative, Anastia.
So, I see everyone's getting injured.
Everyone, now you're not the only one.
You can fit through now, by the way.
Oh, good. Can I attack the one that she already attacked?
Yeah, sure. So you swim in.
Yep.
And you got this one. You're ganging up on it. You have a +1 to your attack roll.
Okay.
Gang up.
We have gang up rules.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da.
So,
Ba.
technically it's a 9.
It inflates. It does bonus damage. You're having a rough go, Anastia.
I never have.
And you know what?
anything
You
better.
just inflated it, so it sort of looks at the two of you and goes. It like lets go of its spear, and it sort of floats there in the water. The spear, and it goes.
Oh, he's gonna grab that. I'm gonna kick the spear away from him.
Do you want to use your reaction to kick the spear away? You kick the spear, and he goes. He pulls out a knife.
Oh yeah!
I will attack Anastia with a knife though, which does less damage than the spear.
Well, at least I got rid of the spear.
Yes!
And it like
Be happy.
it like plunges on you with the knife. It's like all puffed up. It's like and you're like holding it.
Jesus.
It misses.
It got real dark.
The other one grabs the spear that you kicked away, and it
No! I
stabs you with 2 spears. It makes 2 attack rolls.
Why are we getting fucked up by small little puffer fish?
The offhand attack does hit, but the main hand attack does not. The offhand attack, because it doesn't have 2-weapon
Wait,
fighting.
but what's the?
Oh, dude, it crushes you.
Is it 19?
I rolled a 17.
A 19.
+5.
Oh, okay, that's.
I'm saying I rolled a 17.
Oh, okay. All right, fine.
And it stabs you with the offhand, which is the spear, so you only take 2 points of damage from this offhand attack.
Okay.
And the main hand, you manage to like swat away. It goes,
Sure.
These things are savage little
I hate
motherfuckers.
them so much.
That was the Pox's turn. It is Ato's turn. He goes, These things are vicious, man! I hate them!
I also hate them.
I absolutely hate this!
They're not my favorite creature, no.
He's gonna finish off the one that's like currently trying to
stab
you.
me?
It's a stab bonanza.
It's a stab bonanza. That one fails miserably its Constitution saving throw. So I just have to roll a 3 or better. I rolled an 8, which would have been really good against another pak'po. That pak'po, like as it's like the knife is like pressing against your throat. A little spine like hits it right under the eye and it goes.
Oh
It's
god!
dead.
It floats away.
Yeah, it just floats up to the surface. It goes, I hate this!
It's not
This
great.
cave sucks! Why did we come in here?
Why do they have knives?
There's a storm out.
The other, the lead pak'po is gonna go, and he is going to sort of swim over to here, and he's going to gang up on Anastia because he has a friend next to him.
Really doesn't like an osteum.
Oh no,
What
I'm sorry, not
does?
on Anastia, on Chiselle.
Oh, that's you. You don't like you.
Well, I get confused because the piece looks like an alligator. I'm gonna get you one. Leave me the fuck alone. Even with its gang up bonus, it picks up the. You know, actually, fuck it. The other one uses its reaction to toss him the spear, and he catches the spear. So his first attack misses, but he makes the second attack.
That's some bullshit.
And the second attack, you block with that shield and twist, and the spear breaks. I rolled a natural 1.
Yay! I broke it.
So they no
So
longer get
cool.
that spear kicker
Yeah.
attack. But they do start to eye the knife that's behind both of you.
No! I grab the knife.
Okay.
I do 2 attacks.
I have the knife. I have the power.
Oh my God.
So that is the Pak. It is Giselle's turn.
I'm gonna take my free action to grab the knife.
We'll call it a bonus.
No, I'm gonna put it in my belt. I'm not gonna use it.
Fine, your one free object interaction is to grab the knife
Yeah,
and
put it in my
put
pocket.
it in your back pocket.
No,
This
not.
is the knife.
Not allowed to have the knife.
They go, "What?" and then they let go of their spears and go, "Whoop."
Yeah,
And they
I'm
grab their spears again.
I was about to say, I'm gonna kick them. All right.
What do you do?
I'm gonna attack the leader because I can get a gang up bonus on him.
Yes, you can. So +1 to your attack roll.
16 plus
Get crushed.
5, so
Crush
it's
it.
21.
Crush
And then I'm gonna roll again to bite him.
Once per short rest is the bite. It's not a full.
Okay. I didn't know I go. All right, so I'm gonna use my Kopesh.
Okay.
All right, so it's 8.
Damn.
Damage.
Oh, fuck. I thought you meant. I thought that was your 2 hit, and I was like, yes.
No,
fuck.
I got a 21.
You slice across it with your Kopesh, and it goes.
Oh, you.
It has 1.
Okay, wait. Divine Smite.
It's fucking not worth it, I promise. I promise.
I really want him to die, though, Kyle.
Promise.
Kyle, can I take the knife out and just...
Fine, you can take the knife out and break it off inside of it, but you have to break the knife.
Okay, I'll break the knife. I don't need the knife.
So you drop the shield really quickly, and then you grab the knife as he's like, "Bleh," and you just.
I also have the finger out, so when I stab him, it's like... it's
a very mature group.
I needed to kill him with that because
And
he
he-
flipped me off so many times.
So many times.
So many times.
The other Papa goes,
Can he be our pet?
no, they're sapiens. You can't make, that's called a slave.
Can he be my friend?
That's different. No, they hate you. You just killed all of his friends. No, he's not going to be your friend.
He has no other ones now. We're open for friendship.
No.
Okay.
He has no other friends, so we can brainwash him to stay.
That was Giselle's turn. It is Anastia's turn.
I'm the pettiest paladin,
You're gonna kill him?
motherfucker.
So you close
Good one,
in.
Gams.
Pettiest paladin.
So it's already a 20.
So that's a crit. So you roll your damage die twice.
Oh,
He's
I was gonna
dead.
do that.
He's
This
probably
man's
fucking
dead.
done. 7. He's donezo.
8.
Oh my god! Man, I'm glad you got this out of the way instead of on the boss. So not only when you crit, not only do you like
You're so bad.
do your damage, you also do a point of durability to their armor, and all pak'po gear for the most part has 1 durability. So like the net armor that they've been wearing, like woven out of kelp, it just like splits apart as you cut across, and he just. You cut this one in
So
half.
all of these bodies are just floating.
Yeah, you cut him in half.
They're all just floating up.
Yeah. But the kind of ghoulish thing is that the sponges begin to filter the blood and the viscera.
All right.
That's what they're good for.
Them sponges, though.
And you have completed the victory, so that is 5 pak'po.
Hey, we did it.
We did it.
My eyes.
Fucking eyes.
Why? Well, that wasn't fun.
They weren't even hiding anything in here. This is so
Actually,
gross.
is there hiding anything?
No.
Nothing?
Actually, you know what? You can give me an investigation roll to check the area.
All right, I'll do that.
Do you have investigation?
I don't, but I'm going to try it. Do you have
I
investigation?
could try it.
I'll give you advantage to it then.
No, you have to be trained in that. That's
Okay,
my
I
house
don't.
rule for it. You can roll it, but like.
Oh, to help you, I can.
Yeah,
So
like-
if you want.
Let me just roll it. Oh, okay. 17 plus 1, so 18. Anything in here? Don't say babies.
No, I'm not. I'm not doing the Michael Sanchez thing. Kill these goblin children, Kyle. No. Do it. It was the team game.
It was a dark day.
That's
It was
what
dark. You sort of search around in here. What you do find, oddly enough, is a large supply of food.
Oh, yeah, I'm excited.
It's in the bathroom,
Oh, that's not good.
and they've been barricading themselves in the bathroom with food.
That's weird.
It's super weird.
Can I make a survival check to see if this is like they were afraid of something or?
I mean, there's no real role for that. You would have to make inferences on your
Okay,
own.
I think that
could be
they were
Go do
probably
your thing.
afraid of something and hold up here.
Okay.
I would know that from my monster hunting experience.
Yeah, and based on the dead pak'po from the entrance, that's probably a fair guess.
Yeah, something was hunting them, but I don't know what.
Well, do we want to go and grab like a drink or something while Lauren's away? I'll add a little marker here, and then we know to trim it there. We'll be right back, everybody.
Yes, we'll be right back. Inspector is not going to gloss over this level of cross. I wasn't going to play my paladin as petty, but that last part needed to happen.
I mean, you did get jabbed in the eyes.
I got jabbed in the eyes, and I got flipped off when I opened my eyes. I
You want a beer?
Yeah, could you get me a beer?
Yeah.
That'd be great. I feel like it was warranted, right? Like, it needed to happen, right? Like,
I mean, yeah, this thing
needed to happen?
this thing tried to kill you repeatedly.
I agree. Vote yes. I'm not even gonna give you a no. Okay. So what happened was we had to stay in a cave, and our big fit hermit crab named Gam Gams stayed outside of the cave. And when we got into the cave, there was a small pufferfish-like creature that was dead. And so we then humanoid.
Stress humanoid.
Sorry, humanoid pufferfish creature. And so we then found some sand blocking an entrance, and when I went to go look, when Giselle, the shark woman, went to check, she got stabbed in the eyes with fingers. And
Like Three Stooges.
and then we started the combat, which she had to be blind for. And all of these pufferfish men were real dicks. Really, the whole time they were flipping us off. They can't speak common, so they were like, bleh, bleh. And yeah, that was good. And they kept poking my eyes, and so I stabbed them, and everybody stabbed them good. Anastia has really low health right now. She got real fucked up. But I killed the leader with like a middle finger and a dagger to his face. I was really petty. I was really petty about it. It's the flying finger Acipros? No, not Acipros. It's Pteros. No, Acipros. I was right. Which was the bird? Acipros. Flying Acipros. I gave him a flying Acipros. And
Did the Acipros flip you off or something? Oh, the bird.
Get it? Finger bird. You got it.
I get it.
You get it?
Funny, but I get it.
Funny?
No, it's not.
Yeah, that's it. Yes, our heroes, ladies. You're welcome. We're very petty.
I'm a little petty.
We're a bit Tom Petty.
A little bit.
And yeah, that's where we then went on a little break, and I got a beer. And that's it, Mitch. You didn't miss much. You didn't miss too much. We did have we got a cool hermit crab. I don't know if you got that. Named Gam Gams.
It's a giant.
It's a hermit crab with like
jellyfish blessed hermit crab.
Yeah, its shell is like bouncy, so we played with
And
that.
it's-
But it stole my food, so I didn't like it that much.
All right, I'm gonna check the time code. We'll get back into it. Oh, here it is, ladies and gentlemen.
So that was
Hello,
the recap.
viewers. All right, that was the recap. We're getting back into it, and mark the timer. Hi, we're back.
We're back, guys.
Hopefully this timer mark thing makes it a lot easier in post.
I hope so.
I hope so.
So, you've all successfully defeated the pak'po. In this little cave, you found... Oh, I mean, this cave specifically is the toilet cave.
Yeah.
So
full
good.
of sponges
The poop
filtering poop and peep and now blood.
Well,
So-
that's how it goes.
I'm pretty
But you found a supply of food,
Right.
and they had barricaded themselves in.
I'm going to distribute the food.
Okay, so you pass the food around, and
Yeah.
they sort of all...
I mean, the poop food, but it's food.
The food is like almost rotten fish.
So we'll eat that first.
Yeah, that's probably it. Well, I mean, are we eating it now?
I'm
not
not
now.
hungry for this.
No, I wouldn't eat in the
Forever.
poop room either.
Yeah, I mean, mine's covered in blood. And he's like, holds it up in the cloud of blood that you guys are
Okay,
in.
don't put away. Actually, hold it next to the sponges. It'll filter it.
No.
Okay. But they seem to be stuck here for a reason. It looked like maybe they were afraid of something.
Like they chose to stick themselves in here?
Yes, they sounded very afraid after you attacked something with your poison. The one out there was poisoned, remember?
Yeah, wasn't the one out front poisoned?
There's been a few things that may
Oh,
have
it's
been
like clicking.
poisoned.
Well,
I just think we should tread lightly.
okay. So
Swim lightly? I don't know.
tread's fine. Tread water.
Oh, okay, tread lightly.
So in this cavern, there's the entrance that you came through, which is now opened, which would lead back to the fork in the road in the main chamber.
Okay.
Or there is the other barricaded door, which also has the like sand mound and like the maybe 7 to 8 inches of sand
I say
of opening in between the sand.
I'm not going to do it, but somebody should go and look through the sand thing. I'm not doing it.
Just to look, right?
Just to look. I mean, I got stabbed in the eyes, but yeah, go ahead.
You did get stabbed in the eyes.
With fingers, but still, it could have been worse.
Okay, so I'll go up to the door.
Okay, so you swim up to it. We don't have to worry about the terrain. Don't worry.
Okay. Does it look like before I put my little eyes in there that there's anything weird?
Passive perception says no.
Okay, so good. So I'm going to, based on
That sounds
limited
bad.
knowledge, yeah.
You
I know.
purposefully said passive perception.
No,
too.
passive perception is just like what I do when I don't want to roll.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Listen, I've used your guys' passive scores on other occasions too.
Great.
I will give it a look.
You peek through, and you see into this rather large chamber. And in this large chamber, there appears to be
You'd say this is like double the size of the other chamber, or?
substantially. This is a much larger chamber than the poop chamber that you're in. It could probably fit 3 of the poop chambers. There appear to be 2 pak'po.
This is the Dungeons of Dungeons and Dragons, everyone.
I'm doing a dungeon. I almost never do, but
The Dungeons of Dungeons.
everyone guffs me if I don't.
Where are the dragons? Where are the dragons, honey?
There seems to be 5 pak'po in there, and
Some of them are very big boys.
some of them are larger than the other ones, and they are carrying, rather than those spears, they're carrying giant choppers. Unlike the tiny choppers, which are just like little stone meat cleavers, basically, this is like a giant just slab of stone that they've I forget what the word for it, like tapped the edges into like a cutting, ripping edge. And they appear to be like watching the little pak'po as you're watching for like 5 minutes or so. They're sort of like walking into this chamber with like something in their hands, and then they walk out with nothing in their hands, and they go back over to here, and when they emerge from this opening over here, they emerge with some of the stuff in their hands.
And then they go into that one too.
Yeah, and the stuff in their hands would require a perception check to see. Actually, you know what? We'll say you see it. It would require an Arcana check to understand.
I don't have Arcana, so I can't do it.
No one has Arcana?
No.
I do.
Are you trained in Arcana?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay, well then you aren't seeing it, though.
Yeah.
So that's what you see, basically. And they just keep at it. It's like they're moving something to somewhere else.
Okay, so I will go back to my friends. Well, we don't want to go that way.
Why?
There's more of them.
How many more?
You counted 5.
5 of them, and they seem to be transporting some weird thing to different parts of this weird cave. I don't know if you want to go that way.
Weird things.
You can give it a look. No one poked out my eyes. You have to be careful about that sort of thing.
Yeah, not every hole is a hole you're gonna get your eyes poked
And
in.
now I'm very worried, though. All right, I'll go look.
No, you're fine.
Can I do an Arcana?
You see what they're carrying. You can give me an Arcana now, yeah.
13.
You've seen this before. Master used it sometimes.
Okay.
In some of her rituals.
Okay.
Master's a woman, right?
Yes.
Yeah. In some of her rituals that she did with some of her traveling friends. Not her warden, just with some friends.
Okay.
As an adult, you probably realize they were adventurers.
Oh. Not ladies and men of the night.
No. This is ground quartz.
Oh, okay.
It is used in a lot of rituals, and that's when it snaps in your head. The stuff outside that has been like in the first chamber, that like wiggly something.
Yeah.
That is quartz that has been modified, blessed by Psychophorum. It's jelly quartz.
It's jelly quartz. Okay.
Yeah, like that is the word that comes to mind. You might have heard someone say it offhand before, but that's jelly quartz, and it's useful in a lot of rituals, a lot of big magic.
Oh, that's not good. She goes back to the group. They're preparing a very big ritual.
Ritual.
Yes, the things they were carrying. It's a type. It's a type of quartz.
Yeah, they've ground it up.
And
by
they
the way.
ground it up and they put it as a component for one of a ritual. I'm not sure what. It's got a lot of rituals actually. But you know that jelly crystal you
The
tried
one I
to get?
couldn't, yes.
Yeah, they are probably mining it here and
So there's-
crushing it for a ritual. I'm not sure what though. That I'm not sure.
Dude, it could be anything.
No, it could be anything. Like the DM said, it could be anything.
Hard.
And like, the pak'po might not know this, but
Maybe they're just mining it because it's pretty.
well, not necessarily.
So not that.
The pak'po know for sure what they're doing with this quartz. What the pak'po might not understand, because like pak'po are very rarely intelligent, is that this is blessed quartz. This is jelly quartz. It's
different.
It has completely different arcane structure.
Do I know
than-
what will happen with
No.
a jelly quartz? Oh
No,
god.
like this is a huge variable. Even a formulist would have trouble with this.
Okay, I don't know what jelly quartz will do, but it's not gonna be good, probably.
So we should leave.
I would leave, but the storm is still bad outside, right?
The storm is bad, but like you could go back and check. But
gonna-
I'll save you the time. Yeah, it's bad out
It's still
there.
bad.
And actually, you know what? It's the mouth of the cave has been blocked off. And when you touch, it's like a soft, squishy stuff.
Gamgams, no!
He's helping.
Is he?
He's helping.
We're stuck in here because of good old Gamgams.
You can push them and stuff.
We're never
but,
pushing
but yeah, like you can feel the tide outside. It's bad.
Okay. Well, maybe we can try going the other direction.
I guess that's better than the current direction.
Well, we'll just have to be smart to not interrupt whatever they're doing or get exploded underwater.
As long as you lead the way, you seem to know the most about this stuff. I think it's better if you show us exactly.
Okay. I'm going to lay on hands you though, because you have a lot of damage.
How
'cause you're
much
bleeding.
you want to heal her for? At this level, you have 10.
I'll give you 5.
Okay.
So I have 5 hit points left to give out. I'm so charitable.
Thank you.
When you get to this chamber,
Oh no.
do you guys want to sneak along or what?
I'd say sneak, but we're all very, very heavy classes. We have a cleric.
Well, the cleric doesn't have heavy armor, so he doesn't have disadvantage on stealth.
We do.
Yeah, you probably do. Because you're wearing chain scale?
I have high armor right
You're
now.
fine.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm chain.
Yeah. Then yeah,
Which
unfortunately.
are like, I already explained what those are. But I have +1 to cover, so maybe I'm
+1 to AC when you're in cover.
Right. Well, I'm gonna try to be in cover when I see.
That's not how that. Read your class powers. Read your race powers, please.
I got it.
You little troglodyte.
Shut up.
No.
Did I ask what color this cave was?
Yes, it's a standard grayish stone with strips of that
Okay, so I
aerogel colored.
Okay, so I do stand out. I was gonna say if there was sand on the ground, I could just wiggle.
Oh, y'all super stand out.
Because I'm a sandy shark. But...
There is some stand on the ground, but it's not even more than an inch.
All right.
It's really just like a dusting.
So the sneakiest among us is Ada.
Maybe. He has let's say 13 dex, so +1 dex.
Yeah, she has the higher dex.
You want me to go first?
I mean, I would like you to scout it out.
You want me to scout?
Let's just go as a team.
All right, let's just go as a theme. It's fine.
We'll be
put
safer
my
that
shields
way.
You put your shield up and you enter. When you enter this room, this appears to be a sleeping quarters. And it also doubles as an armory. You can see that the armory consists of just a bunch of nets and fish scale and, rocks and stone choppers, sort of all just tossed to one side.
Oh, cool.
And a lot of it is floating there. But in here as well, in addition to the sleeping quarters, which are just like little holes they've carved into the wall that they just apparently lay in, you notice laying in one of them is a sleeping pak'po.
Oh no. How asleep is it?
Very.
Some would say dead asleep.
Well, he will be. So
You see a pak'po, yeah. He's sleeping. His back is to you.
I take the net.
Do we want to kidnap it?
I'm taking the net.
To what end?
I just don't like it.
I take the net.
Okay, so you take the net.
I lay it over him, float over him.
Okay. It's a tight fit. You're gonna have to squeeze your hands in there. That'll be sleight of hand. Dexterity.
Oh, no. I take the net.
No, you have your plan. Follow through, Giselle.
I keep forgetting that I'm not a very dexterous class.
It's tough because you normally play super dexterity.
So I just keep forgetting.
That's what sucks about playing Bond too. Is he's not dexterous either.
A 6.
Dex is so much better than strength. Initiative.
Can't I do it
armor
really
class,
quickly and
the
be
best
strong?
skills.
Can't I do it strong
No,
and quick?
because this is sleight of hand. You said you were going carefully. If you want, start role playing doing things quick and strong.
Okay.
So you.
I
Delicately.
delicately put my very fat shark fingers involve.
They're probably quite thin. And you delicately pull. But you mess up. And one of the parts, the holes in the net, catches one of the spines as you pull forward and it pulls the pak'po. No. There would be a face there, except it is gone.
Oh, is he dead?
Yeah, dead asleep.
Oh, you weren't joking.
No.
Well, who put him in
its,
his bed?
Its face has been eaten.
Off?
Off.
I guess
It
it would
is
be
dead,
eaten on.
dead.
Who put him in his bed?
It is super, when you rotate, the blood comes out, and it comes out just in a large, viscous, almost like slime, coagulated
Oh, he's poisoned.
chunk.
Okay.
Yeah, poison doesn't eat your face, though.
That's weird. Did they eat his face, maybe?
Pak'pos don't really cannibalize. Like,
Okay.
I debated for a long time, like, how common is cannibalism on Kasvar? Because fish eat other fish all the time. And I just went, just don't.
Let's not.
Because, like, perverts play D&D. Just don't.
Let's not. Let's not. Okay.
If only we were playing Fate. That is true.
That's true.
You'd be able to do a lot of different stuff.
Yeah. So I'm gonna just wrap the net around him and then. What are you doing? Put him in the corner.
You gently pull him out, and he just floats back up to the surface.
Yeah.
And when you look up to see where it floats up to, you see in the roof, there is like a carved hole. This hole looks like it has been like chiseled out by hand. It's very rough and jagged, but it's definitely large enough for pak'po to fit through. And it leads to the surface. And just like the tide up there is just awful.
Okay. Push him.
And up there is another corpse of a pak'po.
Another one in the
This one is
hole?
like almost. This one is like eaten to the bones. Like it's just the skeleton.
Oh, great.
Could I get perceptions from everybody, please?
Doing good today, guys.
So I got a 20 plus 3, so that's 23.
Oh shit, that's really good.
I got an 11.
Let's see how well this looks. Though.
Not great, though. But it is level 2, so I'm hoping.
So you got a 23, right, Lauren?
I'm probably alive. Oh no. What was that face?
You don't see anything.
It's weird.
I don't see anything?
I have advantage on the roll. I mean, what roll? Yeah, it's just the corpses in here with you.
Oh, weird.
Great. So this bedroom is where they're throwing their corpses.
Maybe, probably. There is also all of the raw supplies in that corner. Most of it is worthless, but if someone wants to spend the time to like pick through it quickly, you can probably get some raw materials.
I'll get some raw materials. I mean, I will try.
Okay, so we'll say you gain a unit of.
Oh, I don't.
I'm just gonna give it to you.
Okay.
We'll give you a unit of fish scales. It'll count
nice,
as leather.
Nice.
And we'll say that if you want, you can take. There are 2 choppers in there. They both have 1 durability remaining, so they are real shitty. And then there is, let's say, a net in there as well.
Net is always good. All right.
But yeah, that's it. That's the only thing else that's in the room here with you. Whatever was in here, it looks like they left in a hurry.
Okay. All right. Sucks to suck. I guess we'll go deeper into.
As you go deeper, you see that the cave that you were trying to head down over here, it has been netted off.
I don't like this.
Like something has like staked a net from deeper in, so like deeper into the cavern. Something has staked a net that faces outward, and as you swim towards it, you have to like jerk back to stop. Give me a strength saving throw to stop your swimming.
I can do that. 14.
You stop just in time as the net, like where the cords get interwoven, there are like sharp fishbone spikes that are sticking out of them.
Okay.
And like a lot of it is like shark teeth and just like spines and just like a lot of spiky objects pointing in the direction of the sleeping quarters that you came from. As if something is trying to keep something in.
That's weird.
But you're an intelligent creature. You can just cut this down. There is
Yeah.
there is no disable device trap. You just.
Well, I don't want to take it all down. I want to take off like the side, so that way it's easy to pop through.
This will still destroy it.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fine.
You cut it and fold it to the side,
Okay.
and you both swim on, I assume.
I'm seeing a lot of poison. I'm seeing a lot of poison, and so I'm going to ask Aito. Aito, is maybe it's breathing in something or filtering into our scales?
I mean, unless it's really slow acting. We've been in here for like about an hour now.
Well, they look like they might have lived here, so maybe should we wear something to protect ourselves? I don't know. I don't want
Like
to end up...
the concept of the poison filtration mask is like so beyond the concept.
We did it in Kasvar.
No, that was old Kasvar. Remember?
Okay. All right, so I don't know, strips.
Also, you had an alchemist with you. You
Okay,
had Artificer Trisbrios, genius inventor.
All right, so I don't know. It just seems. Should I have a sponge with me?
All right. Okay, hold on. And he licks his finger. He's gonna cast detect poison.
Okay.
Huh.
No,
There's nothing.
no poison.
Okay.
You have to definitely go first, guys.
I'm
will
going to
take
divine
off the-
sense.
What do you want a divine sense for?
Aberrance.
Actually, hold on. Let me grab the player book, which I left in the other room, and see if it tells you one creature or all creatures. Does it say all or one?
Go ahead. Until the end of your next turn, you know the location of any monstrosity aberrance within the 60 feet that is not behind total cover.
Oh, fuck.
You will also detect the presence of consecrated or desecrated place or object. So place, where I am. You can use this feature a number of times equal to... Yeah, I know that.
Well, it said any.
Any. As
Yeah,
long as...
that's
I chose aberrance and monstrosities, so I should know where they are.
Well, unfortunately, my big spooky reveal is no good.
I'm a
My player's
paladin
also-
of kick-ass.
No, that was really good.
Thanks.
Do you have an inspo? Because you do know.
I didn't, but...
You do know.
Because I had to give it up.
Yeah. I like
Give me
I like
one.
when people- What?
You gave me one for the 220s, and then I had to give it back.
You used it. You didn't give it back. You used it.
Had to give it back.
It's going to be hard to find activated charcoal in this economy.
In this economy. Gosh.
Dang nabbit.
In this underwater economy.
Yeah, charcoal is rare.
Yeah.
There's no trees.
There's no trees.
Sort of.
Except for where we just were, they had like the Behemoth trees.
Oh, banana trees? Yeah. I mean, listen, there are some trees, but like land is sparse.
Right.
The most common tree would probably be mangrove trees.
Okay.
But like they are maybe like submerged like up to the trunk. Like their roots have gone under even.
So while we wait for Lauren, let's talk a little bit about Kasvar. Kasvar, most of the cities are based on where the Behemoths fell. Where their
died.
final rest was. So
The thing is, sometimes they move too, like just like the way that the tides go. Like,
Right.
those that died in the deep ocean, they move a little bit now and then. Like there are people that actively have to try and keep their behemoth in place, but like I do like the idea of the cities move like a couple 100 yards every like 5 years.
yeah, they kind of shift. So question then, what behemoths are out there, Kyle?
Okay, well, if we want to do like a general overall, so that way we don't have to cut this whole part from the edit. I guess I'll pull up my Dropbox. So the current active behemoth that we have are, I'll just go over the world at large.
Yeah.
Kasvar master file. Let me open it up.
Let's do it.
So there is the race called the Anago. Their name might change, but they are based on the ribbon eel, which is a really cool version of a saltwater eel that I just learned about. They were originally a different eel, but now they are the ribbon eel. And what I really like about the ribbon eel is that they can change their gender at will.
Yeah.
So I imagine that Anago are gender fluid. Like during a long rest, they can do what elves do, where they change to whatever gender they feel like at the moment, if any. But they are sexually dimorphic, which is to say, when an Anago is male, its legs are longer, and when an Anago is female, its arms are longer.
Okay.
Their behemoth is Alaz the Endless, which is the ribbon eel Anago, the ribbon eel behemoth.
Behemoth.
Oh my god, I got really high on that spray paint. And they are a very like rigid society. It's gonna be, still just charcoal. What else is there? I'm looking at them. Okay, so that's Alaz. Sarkino is the crab. I forget what crab we based it on.
Fiddler?
No, I don't think we did Fiddler. The Fiddler would be kind of cool.
Right.
But Sarkino is the crab behemoth. Its children are the Malacostrin, which are the only size small race. They are like tiny, stout, nasty little cusses. Their culture is very Spartan. They don't really do armor because they are armor, and if they do armor, they do armor. Like they wear enough armor to make like a dwarf blush. So that's Sarkino. There is Psychophorum, which is the jellyfish that we are heading towards.
Nice.
The Stindara is their descendant. Psychophorum is... I'm debating if they are... I need to look more into like the concept of jellyfish gender.
Oh,
So, like,
I'm not sure. That
exactly.
one's tough. I think that's neutral.
Because because I don't think they have like a presenting gender. Like I think that if they do have gender, both of the psychophorans just like appear in the same way, or they might just reproduce in like an anyone plus anyone situation.
They could be like the Asari from Mass Effect.
Kind of, but I want them to be less like.
Oh yeah,
sexual,
yeah.
Even though they are sexy, slimy, they're sexy slime people.
They're jellyfish people.
Yeah, like,
Come on.
We'll get the
slime
perverts
girls.
with that. Seto no longer exists. Well, Seto does exist, but that was the whale people, but they're not a playable race anymore. Kahoali?
Kalani?
Kawali. The shark.
Oh, yeah.
Is the Selicorn Behemoth, which is the shark. Doesn't say what shark we based it on. Garuna is no longer playable. That was the Acipros, the bird. Hafnerwin. Man, Mike picked some weird fucking names. Is the Tethiarch, which is the squid. They are a race of builders.
Yeah, forearms.
Croilus is... They do have forms. That's what Adria was. Croilus is the big ol' alligator crocodile. That is where the Porowal come from. Myliorum is the Leodai. They're a very athletic race of stingray people.
Yep.
Voltanus is the Pteros. Volatanus is the Pteros, the lionfish. Chelus is the sea turtle people, which are based off the Mata Mata turtle. And Saurodea is the Silarude, which are based off the electric catfish. We are back now. Hopefully that serves someone at some point.
But if you have any questions, let us know.
So, let's jump back into the moment.
Leodai is the best. They're manta ray people with horns.
Dude. No.
Yeah.
It's the Tethiarch.
Yeah.
So, you detect. You divine
I did,
sense.
because this seems a little weird now. I'm getting a little worried.
You call on your oath to ping.
Yeah, I ping. I do that thing in Monster Hunter that makes no sense.
Direct. Actually, you know what? Put the marching order. Who's front? Who's back?
I
who's
was
middle?
front.
I'm in the back.
I'm front.
You guys
she's
are like
in the back.
deep in the room.
Yeah, so like here.
Because that's where the net was. Directly behind Anastia.
I put you at the back because you said in the back.
That's exactly where I need to be.
There is a monstrosity. When you look over your shoulder, there's nothing there.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Every
All
time
right.
I want to be safe, it's the opposite.
You said I had 2 choppers, right?
You have 2 choppers.
I'm going to...
Here's the thing. It is not actively stalking.
It's not actively, so it just happens to be there.
It happens to be like here. It's like swimming around, but
Okay,
it
it
is
exists.
here. Yes.
All right. When I
Right?
look...
These are monstrosities?
Or they're aberrant.
They're aberrants are shit from the abyss.
Okay, no, so they're not
If it was an
abyssal.
aberrant,
It's not
y'all
abyssal.
would be dead.
Okay, no, that's what I want to make sure. Okay. When I look up, because right now I'm sensing, like, my eyes are like,
Yeah, it's a monstrosity.
so my eyes go red, like a shark, like red for blood kind of a thing.
Okay.
And so I...
Do shark eyes do that?
No, they don't! But shut up! Let it happen!
I've accepted
All
it
right,
already.
so I look into the room, see behind you, but then can I look up a little bit? Are they desecrated at all?
Like, unholy?
Yeah.
So monstrosity just means like...
No, I mean the pak'po body.
No, I know, but like
Okay.
monstrosity doesn't mean like against the gods. Like,
No, but
there are some monstrosities that literally are directly blessed by a behemoth.
Right. I'm just trying to see if there's anything.
no desecration. In
Okay,
here.
okay, so I know
there's
it's
no
not that
blessing.
type.
There's no desecration.
Okay, good. Come on, guys, let's go down.
Okay,
And
you
I'm gonna-
lead the way.
I'll hold the thing up first.
And you hold the thing up, and like Ato sort of looks at you and goes, "Are you all right?"
Yes, keep going.
Okay. And he swims through. And do you go, Anastia?
Yeah, I'm not staying in here, am I? I don't know anything that's wrong, but he's in the front. I'm going behind him, and then you're gonna be behind me. Now I got 2 shields. on
Mitch
both sides.
says enlightening to our fucking shitty info dump. At least you're a good sport, Mitch. I
Thank
love you.
you, Mitch.
Thank you, Mitch.
So I hold it up and then I know I destroyed it, but I'm gonna keep an eye on it. Is it coming towards us when we leave or no?
No, it sort of is just like floating around, and that now that you're aware, when the partially consumed pak'po, like I need to stress, divine sense only lasts for like a little bit.
Yeah, I know. It's probably gonna dissipate, but I'm gonna keep my eye on it. That's why I'm looking.
Yeah, it's sort
actively.
of. It's more of like a general aura. You don't see its perfect outline,
Right.
but like you see it sort of swat idly at the half-consumed pak'po, and it rolls over. As the divine sense fades, you now know that if that pak'po rolled over, it would have just looked like the tide.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
I don't want you to freak out.
I would never.
I'm just asking Ato because I know how Ato can be.
Yes, I understand what you mean.
There was a monster behind us in the last room, but he was invisible, so don't worry.
What do you mean invisible?
Like I could sense him there with divinity.
As you put the net back up.
Yeah, I'm putting it back up. I'm like, la, 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 la. Like, as I'm explaining it.
Oh,
please don't look that way.
I got it. Ato casts mending, and a very small, like poison pin needle comes out, and it sort of sharply traces through the water, and it
Oh, cool.
stitches it back together with like a divine mending. He casts mending,
Oh, good.
and it is represented by all of his things are pin based,
Right.
and it.
Okay, now that I feel slightly safer for that. Yes, he is in the room currently eating the pak'po.
So it's good we are not in the room.
Right.
Good job leading us.
Well, I mean, if it's full, then I guess that explains why it didn't attack us.
Right, it looks like it was kind of just swatting at the thing it had already been eating, so maybe it only eats dead? I'm not sure.
When you look back, the pak'po is like gently floating back into the cubby.
Into where it was before?
I mean, not the exact same cubby, but
into
a
a
cubby,
cubby?
so that it doesn't float around.
Oh, okay. Oh, well that's quite smart of it.
What the heck is in there?
He's putting it back so it doesn't float around so he can eat it.
You can't see it anymore, but like everyone can see the pak'po like being guided.
I know, I'm just saying, I think he's putting it in there so it doesn't float around. That's actually quite smart.
Anasti, are there any like invisible monsters?
I could check out. I will check.
So this would be consultation, which is I will say this. Yes, it is in your book.
Okay.
So you will roll history to see if you can make heads or tails with the clues you have.
9.
No.
Just like there are quite a few invisible monsters. Like,
Great.
yeah, like it depends on what you're looking for. Like, are you looking for invisibility? Are you looking for translucent? Are you looking for like natural camouflage? What are you like? There's with the clues you have, it's just way too broad.
Yeah. Is there any can I do an Arcana check to maybe know? Because I fought monsters before. So like, is this a magical monster?
This thing you wouldn't. If the remnant doesn't know, I'm gonna say
No.
that
Okay.
you probably
no.
don't because that's her whole
Right. That's her whole thing.
gimmick.
Okay. No. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I was just wondering.
Yeah. He goes, all right, well, I mean, if it's not coming after us, but it does explain all of the pak'po, like, barring themselves in.
Yeah, because they're not sure what's
Yes.
happening. Maybe they're confused.
Because they can't see it.
Exactly.
I don't like this.
Does the ritual tie into it?
I don't know. They seem to be taking it to a different room, so maybe they got scared to create it.
So do you like Predator?
That would be awesome if I had Predator vision. Fuck yes. Also, yeah, awesome series. Love it. All right, so I think the best thing we can do is continue on and stay out of its way. It seems to be content with its pak'po.
I just wish we had a way to see it.
I can't see it for long periods of time, though, so it's not great.
Okay. Well, just, if you get a bad feeling.
Great. Okay, let's keep going.
So, Anastia, where you are as you peek around the corner, you can see what you saw before.
Oh.
the pak'po sort of.
We've gotten to the place.
And they're sort of like walking in and pulling stuff out. You can't quite see what's in the cave, but if you want to time it, so that way you can get into the cave when there's not a pak'po in the cave, that would be an intelligence saving throw to get the timing down.
I'll try it.
If you get it, everyone passes, like, because you just have to tell them when to go.
12?
Yeah, you have the time. You know when to go, for sure.
Okay. That's good. That's good. I'm glad that's exactly what I believe.
Flawless.
All right.
So,
Follow me, everyone.
Flawless.
do you all go in?
I'll keep the rear. I'll wait.
Okay,
I'll wait.
that seems fairly smart. So
Alright,
put everyone else in there. Ato is definitely going with Anastia.
Oh no, I'm
she's-
staying
right
there.
here,
I'm
you're
staying
right
there.
here.
I'm keeping a lookout.
So you're like staying around the bend, sort of like keeping an eye out. That's fine. So like, as you swim through here, you see that the walls in this part have deep grooves in them and like chunks missing in certain spots. Your best guess is that this has probably already been strip mined for the jelly quartz. And when you get in there, the first thing that you spot, Anastia, is just feathers everywhere.
Ooh.
Feathers floating all over the water.
That's weird. Do they look like the feathers like that from the things we saw before?
You're not an expert in feathers, but
No.
those are probably the only feathers you've ever seen in your life.
Yeah, so I'm like, huh.
So, yes.
I don't
And when you look up, as bodies often are, they sort of have a different buoyancy in the water. You look up and you see a dead Cyprian in this chamber.
Okay.
The pak'po will be back in a minute.
Is there anything worthwhile that looks really cool right here in this room?
Investigation check, disadvantage because you're rushing.
Six.
No. There is a corpse, and just like as you're moving through stuff, like it's just too difficult to see. You know for a fact, though, like even though you can't find it, without a doubt, the jelly crystal that's been broken up is in here somewhere, and who knows what else. Like, but you don't have a good chance. Do you want to leave the room, or do you want to hide in the room?
Yeah, what do you want to do, buddy?
Can I hide where the bird is?
Do you want to like hide behind the bird?
Yeah.
That's fine. So that is going to be difficult, but I will allow it. Ato has to go though. There's no other hiding spots beyond that, unless he just like floats at the top and hopes they don't look up.
Oh, that might be hard.
It works. It's you know what? It's worked for you before. Do you want Ato to stay or go?
He could go. He's
All
like
right,
watching.
Move Ato out then. Give me a stealth check. It's going to be actually, it's just going to be his passive perception. Where is she?
No, where is she?
I got a 5 me.
It's a long story. I'll let you know.
I got a 5 me.
You got a what?
7.
Oh, that's real bad.
Hey.
Let's see. Pak'po's passive perception is probably not a 7.
It could be.
It's not. Do you want to reroll?
Yes.
Do better. Do better.
15.
Their passive perception is a 9. You just like float in the feather. Like, what is doing that?
What?
It's just like a knocking sound.
Oh, could be.
Well, oh, it's this guy.
He's knocking?
Yeah. I'm gonna take him off right now.
Oh. Sorry, it's my fall baby.
Aw.
You float amidst the feathers and like conceal most of your body behind this corpse. And the pak'po enters, and now you know where the corpse is. It just like reaches down into like a little like cauldron rock that's like naturally occurring like porous rock, and it just puts its hand in and pulls out a hand, and puts its hand in and pulls out a hand, and then just like walks with it. They haven't really devised like pots,
Yeah,
or at the very least, all of their pots were in here.
I don't get it.
No, they can't go in there.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
They locked it off.
So it's gone now?
It leaves. You have time.
Can I put my hand in there?
Yeah, you reach down and you grab just... It's weird. It's like sand, but it's denser than sand, and it sort of clings to you like a film almost. And you pull it up, and it's definitely magical. Like, this has definite magical properties. Do you want to scoop it up?
Yes.
You scoop up 2 handfuls of it probably and toss it in. Do you want to put it in your...
Yeah.
So you get a pouch full of this powdered quartz. You can go ahead and write that down. And in here, I'll say now that you're sort of looking around at this stuff, there is one other thing in here as well. Remember those interesting spears that the Cyprians were carrying?
Yeah.
One of them is in here. It is sort of lying on the ground. They brought the whole thing in here. It also has its armor on, but there's no way you're going to get that armor off in time. You can grab the spear, though.
Can I grab the spear?
You grabbed the shaft spear. Mechanically, I will let you know what a shaft spear does. I know it has the finesse property, but I'll get like the specifics of it later.
Okay.
I think it's a D6 finesse, maybe a D8 finesse with reach, but I'll let you know. Do you want to leave?
No, I want to leave.
You swim out. Anastia comes back.
What happened?
I have this quartz now. You see, I know exactly where they have it. It's in it's my cloak. I have the spear. Now we're good. We can leave.
Well,
Your excited talking is just a little too loud.
Oh.
And you can see from behind Ato's back, the net just very faintly, like, gets tugged at.
We can't leave, can we?
Well, the way forward is the way the pak'po is.
We're stuck.
well,
It's there.
okay, good. It's right behind us. We need to go. Why don't we lay ambush for them in the cave,
Okay.
and that way we could get rid of a few at a time.
Yeah, we could just, every time they come in, we could just stab
We
them.
could stab them and then
Quietly.
slowly and quietly get to the big ones.
Okay. So, you all jump into the cave. We'll just call it attack rolls as the first one moves in. Everyone just roll an attack roll.
Okay.
If anybody hits, it's done.
14.
Hit.
I got it.
Okay, because I got it.
Hit.
Well,
Hit.
8.
Everybody hits. So just like, it's a poison pin, like a kopesh to the side, and then a spear. And like, the way this is going to work is one of you has to hold the corpse up. So Ato will volunteer because he's the NPC. Mm-hmm. He grabs the corpse and he swims to the top. So each time, one of you is going to have to leave.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So remove one of the minis.
Can I take him?
Mm-hmm. Don't remove the gray ones. They are different.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead as the second one walks in.
Alright.
Okay, so I have a 14.
12?
12's the number. Remove the second one. Who is leaving?
Oh my god.
I could leave.
You want to leave?
How do you
just want to leave.
how do you kill this one?
I would say I was doing my best to hide against the wall. Like, I was, like, crawling from the upper groove. And then just me stab, and then...
Just the second it comes through, you just like spearfish it and hoist it up.
Yes, just... And then I'm like, bye. And I just go to the top.
And so
Bye.
she floats up with the corpse and like continues to swim up there. So the final one comes in, and it is just you now.
Oh, great. Okay, good.
Go ahead and give me the roll.
Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Fuck you, buddy.
You fail?
It's a 7.
That's a fail.
Oh, I could
Are you
just...
sure it's a fail?
If you want to spend it, you can spend it.
Sure it's a fail?
Do you want to spend it?
I don't really.
Then don't.
But I should.
Oh my god.
Don't fuck me. Don't fuck me, buddy. Okay, that's a 15.
That'll do
Much
it.
better.
Remove the third one.
Okay, I take my kopesh and I just behead it real quick.
And you just...
Yeah.
And you like...
As soon as he walks in, I, like, as he's walking fast trying to get ahead, because...
It's funny, he comes in, he's like... "Bah, bah, bah." Like, where the hell are you all? And he just...
Well,
And from
now he
down in
knows.
here, you can hear... "Bah, bah. Bah, bah, bah. Bah, 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 bah."
Alright, we're gonna lay and wait for a surprise round right here.
From like shouted from down here. "Bah, bah. Bah, bah, bah." deception with disadvantage.
That's funny, right? You could give me.
No, I'll give you an inspiration.
It's funny, right?
Because it's stupid.
I'm
but
also
disadvantage.
disadvantaged.
I said it, and I meant it.
Right.
If only
you
you guys
said deception.
deception.
12.
Opposed by their passive insight. The pak'po choppers are hackers. Excuse me. They do not have a great insight.
They're like, oh, that's my friend. Come on in. I'm hoping it sounds weird so they come in. Come on.
Buh, buh, buh. Buh.
I'm not gonna say anything. They have to come in. Come on.
One of them comes. I had advantage and I rolled a 5 twice.
Yes! Stab that bitch!
Can we stab him?
This one is tougher.
I know. Can we do a surprise round?
You guys are gonna get a surprise round, yes. So everyone go ahead and roll initiatives.
Yes. Wow!
Wow! How'd you do?
Well, why don't you ask us our initiatives, Kyle?
No. How'd you do, Kat?
Got a 1.
I didn't.
I got an 18.
Okay.
Well, we'll be
I'm so
fine.
glad that I'm going to be going first next round.
Chop it.
Exactly.
I
It's
just
like
lost
your
my
first.
turn this time, but I will go first next round. That's how I justify being last.
Exactly.
So top of the initiative is Anastia, as it looks up and goes. "Brr." Also, like, I really need to stress, this chamber is just full of blood.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, it walks in and immediately knows that things are dying.
Oh,
and
yeah.
just, "Brr, brr, 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 brr."
No, we stab him. We stab him. We all get a free surprise round, though, right?
No, because the chamber is full of blood, it is aware. Gotta think about how blood moves in water.
I mean, I could swim that way.
Shut up. How'd you do?
I got an 8.
Why do you... Oh, you're circling an 8 on the board?
I did this instinctively.
God, 8.
8. That's a hard beef.
It's a hard
and
pass.
you thrust down in its head and it raises that slab of stone and it like blocks it on the slab and goes... and it puffs up.
Whoa!
It's gonna start at full with a puff up. And then it looks up and it sees the 3 of you with the 3 corpses and it goes... Whew.
Oh, it doesn't think it's the monster. As long as it's not the monster, he's A-okay with dying here like this. He just didn't want to get his face eaten off. Better death. Better death. I could live this way.
Disengage.
Fuck this
5,
shit.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
No!
And it walks back and goes... "Buh, buh, 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 buh."
The little dick.
Yeah, it disengages. That's its whole turn.
Oh.
Ito's turn, and he goes... I mean,
They know.
they know,
I
right?
do.
Ito swims out here. He's going to round the corner, and he's going to hold his action. If any of them peek their head in, he's going to fire a poison bolt. That is Ito's turn. It is the other chopper's turn. The other chopper does something that you can't see. So because none of you can see them, it does something. LaSalle.
What?
Chisel. I wrote LaSalle for some reason.
Why did you write LaSalle?
I don't know, I'm drunk.
Alright, be drunk. That's cool.
We're in double digits. Hi, 10 people.
Hi,
Thank
10
you.
people! That's awesome.
Appreciate it. If you want to follow us, it's helpful.
It's helpful.
It's very helpful.
And it's free to follow.
It's free.
Alright, sorry. Sorry. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to go in, really.
Okay. Go on.
Can I be defensive? So that way...
If you want to use the disengage action, yes.
That's a full action, though.
Yes.
Okay, but I can still bite.
Once a short rest,
Yeah.
and you have to hit someone before.
I didn't short rest yet.
No.
Alright, so no. Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20. Alright, but I am
Two
defensive.
massive choppers come through, and you just swim by.
Okay, cool.
They still have their action because they literally can't opportunity
Right.
attack you, but you see that they're there. So you block one with the Kopesh, block the other with the kite and shield,
Alright.
and swim past.
Okay, cool.
Levincy just subscribed with Twitch Prime. Levincy, thank you.
Thank
That's
you
really
so
nice.
The
much.
screen's a little far, so if I misread your name a little bit, I'm sorry. The font is small.
Thank you
Thank
for
you so much, really.
Thank you.
And we dropped to 7.
Everybody left.
They hate us. So yeah, you just swim right through. That unfortunately, that's going to be your full turn.
Yeah. But I'm still defensive, right? So.
Yes. Oh well, no. Basically,
is there cover on that other side?
No, it is this sort of open chamber.
Okay.
This chamber looks to just be like an antechamber, like it's like a lead-in. It's a foyer.
Okay. All right. Okay. So right now my AC is a 19. Just FYI.
That's not how that works.
No, it's a 19 with a shield, so it's fine.
I understand now.
Yeah.
Damn.
Oh yeah, no.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
What armor are you wearing?
My armor is really high.
What? No, it'd be a 16 plus a 2. Wouldn't it be a 20?
No. It's
Or
I also have
18?
a +1 AC defense
Defensive fighting style.
because I'm a defense tank.
Okay, you're right. No, you are correct.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I doubted you.
No,
it just seemed like an odd number seems weird.
It's
than an
odd
even
because
number.
of all of my things.
Yeah.
It would go up to 20 if I was undercover.
No, it would go up to 21. You get an extra point from cover.
Damn!
Anastia, it is your turn. Thank you for this. Is that a Sombra?
Yeah, that's a Sombra.
Sombra's my favorite.
Oh, she's my favorite.
She's my favorite. Anastia,
Couldn't
it is
tell.
your turn, homie.
Yeah, so I know where they are too now. 'Cause they did that.
I mean, yeah, you saw where the choppers came down. You have a good
I could also
approximate-
point
she's
behind
like,
me. I'm like,
You see her like parrying chopper moves. Combat isn't just like they do their action and then they just stand still. Like think of every round of combat as like shit just keeps happening.
yeah, like I'm blocking them.
The actions that you roll for are just one of many actions.
I just realized that it says liquid aloha on this.
Does it really?
Yeah.
What do you want to do, dog?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh yeah, mahalo for drinking responsibly. Fuck off.
I feel like going
I hope it's
to
an
attack
actual
is dangerous.
Pacific Islander owned company.
That seems dangerous.
Lots of
Just
danger.
do it.
Do it.
I'll go up. I mean, just to stab it is dangerous.
Okay.
Do it. Well, you know I'm on the other side taking the damage.
True.
So you get right up there.
Yeah, is this the one that's puffed up or this one?
You know what? We'll change the miniatures just to say
Show
which
that
one's
this one's
puffed and
puffy.
which one's not.
You can make a little one. Oh,
Change it to this fella. Wait. So the big one is the one that's puffed up. We'll say.
Oh, okay.
I want to.
That's how we'll do it. If they puff up, they get a big mini. If they are not puffed up, they get the little tiny one.
That's okay.
I want to fight. Not puffed up.
Not a buff.
Okay.
Not
go
a
for it.
buff.
Go for the roll. What'd you do?
11. They're too puffed up, aren't they?
They're too puffed up. They're too puffed up.
Why did I even change the mini? It puffs up huge.
Love puffing
And
up.
like this chopper in the giant chopper in their like puffed up forms, like it's still massive, but they're just moving it with one hand now.
Every single puffed one was Anastia.
It
I
was
just want to
Anastia.
say, Anastia has puffed every puffer.
Anastia is puffing them all.
Puff,
Puff puff pass. Anastia. Yeah, we should get like little titles like that you unlock in like MMOs. Where it's like Anastia and then
Puff,
the
puff,
parentheses
pass.
puff puff pass.
Like she purposely misses so they become bigger, just so that way it passes the blocker.
So both pak'po hackers are puffed up, and it is a pak'po hacker's turn. And I wonder who gonna get hacked.
Who gonna get hacked, boy?
I wonder. I think you know what?
I'm really upset right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna hack you. I'm gonna use the great
Me?
chopper. No, her.
Damn
Oh, I
it.
deserve to be.
It's gonna use the great chopper, and it's gonna take a big swing.
Okay, well, don't hit me.
With a 5 plus 4 is a 9. It brings the big chopper down
Damn you,
and like
Bubble.
scrapes the top of the ceiling. No, dude, I have a 9 to hit you.
Oh, a 9 to hit me. I have a 15.
Yeah, I'm aware.
You can't hit me at
And
all.
you like catch it with the bident and like turn the blow into the sand and step to the side.
Ooh, real cool.
It is Ato's turn, and he goes, "I guess I'm gonna come in, yeah."
Yeah. Oh, well, you're probably right back.
Yeah.
You guys,
Go.
don't
you're
kill
fine.
me.
You're fine. I'm gonna kill
Well,
you.
you
don't
just
worry.
went,
Don't-
so it's
don't
okay.
kill me while-
Don't
We'll
worry,
try
I'm gonna
not
kill
to
you.
kill you.
I'm gonna kill you so fucking hard.
Kill me.
I take
not
it.
now.
I slowly take your character sheet and rip it
No.
off.
That's mean. Ato is going to. I mean, neither of them are hurt, so.
No, just whatever. Do
Fuck.
you do you, boy.
Should I use a first level spell? Like, Ato S. Like, do I go all out?
No, we still have that monster in the other room. Ooh, I don't know what that was.
Rim!
I don't know.
Rim!
I don't know why I became slight school teacher.
It's okay, because sometimes when I do Ato's voice, I dip a little into Bon.
Oh, a little bit, yeah.
But, like, they're not even similar.
Not even
not
close.
Not even remotely.
You know, it's so funny, because, like, I got, like...
I'm gonna hit, though.
The voice I'm using, actually, I found, like, somebody was doing an audiobook, and I was trying to, like, mimic them.
Oh, yeah?
And it was, like, this nondescript accent, and now it's, like, morphing into other things, and I'm trying to hold it.
You'll always find the voice, like, Eijiro's voice did not start off and end in the same spot. Silas is sure as shit did.
Yeah.
Eijiro's actually practiced for a long time.
Kinda
So, Ato does 8 damage to this one.
Alright, good.
So that's gonna be... Right? Yeah. So he sticks it with a poison pin, and the second that it gets poisoned, it goes... and points at Ato. It's the other chopper's turn. And we'll say, because Anastia is not feeling well, I'm going to come after you.
Great. It's okay. I have a 19 armor class right now. I'm feeling lucky.
It's going to go ahead and do its great chopper. 19 armor class, you say. Well, 15 ain't going to do it.
No.
As it brings that chopper down and you raise that. This Surf Stinger Gorgon shield has done you like God's work. The Behemoth's work since you got it. You block that chopper and like thrust with the Kopesh. Speaking of thrusting with the Kopesh, it is your turn.
Nice.
Nice.
Nice. All right, cool. You know, at this turn, I'm going to, because he did that, I'm going to, no, you know what, I'll keep using my one. I'm going to take my Kopesh and try to hook him from behind and go like that on the shield.
So you're like doing like an over-the-shield fighting style.
Yeah, I'm not dabbing. I'm trying to...
Yeah. No one fucking dabs anymore, cat.
Oh, I'm sorry.
What did you get to hit?
Oh, I forgot I had to hit first.
Yeah, so the foundation of the game!
No, it was a 13 plus 5, I just realized.
13 plus 5 is for sure.
And then I rolled a 1. So...
one damage?
Yeah. Plus 3, so it's a 4.
I mean, I would say smite, but not even a smite can save that.
Yeah, I don't know if I can, like... The smite will give me some more, but...
So, unfortunately, it is now Anastia's turn.
I have level 1 and level 2 slots, right?
No, you only have level 1 slots at second level.
Oh, God. Okay.
You have the chips. You have two
chips,
two
so
level 1
2?
slots per
That's
day.
it?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I mean, listen. Divine Smite's great, but it's limited.
Yeah.
Once you start getting those seconds, though, pow, pow, pow.
Yeah.
It's so satisfying.
Well, then I will try to do my best.
Try to do my best.
I will try.
Okay, so it is Anastia's turn.
I don't want to play for her.
Yeah, I don't want to.
It always feels weird.
I could go to the chopper and just give her turn whenever, because Anastia's probably just going to attack it.
Yeah.
Do you want to do that?
I feel dirty.
Yeah.
I feel
it kind
real
of ruins
dirty.
the purity.
The purity.
Like, what the fuck was that?
Like when you taste something. No, it's not
I've
pure.
I've never done that. I can't say I have, dear.
Well, like when people, when people like drink and they go.
What I am gonna do is I am gonna make it fucking colder in this house.
Okay, it is hot. And could you give me another beer?
We only have 2 left. I want to have them tomorrow for the other game.
And what if I get some more?
Fine. You want to just go in on beer tonight?
Mm-hmm.
Fine. I made it colder. I've got more beer.
So, fish fact.
Fish fact.
Since we're waiting, fish fact.
Fish fact.
There are several types of jellyfish. Not all of them are super poisonous. There is, let's see. There's one that starts with a T, and I can't remember it right now. Portuguese man of war. That's pretty insane. There is the moon jellyfish. It's the one that has like the flower on the inside. Those are pretty poisonous, pretty awful. Did you know that there are giant jellyfishes that wash up on Japan's shores? Did you know that there is jellyfish ice cream and it supposedly tingles on your tongue? Japan, am I right? What else? Oh, another fish fact for you. There are certain crabs that glow. Yeah.
I forgot to open the beer.
You forgot to open the beer.
Yeah.
What other fish facts? I know I just gave you jellyfish, which aren't actually fish. That's a fish fact. Crabs. Fiddler crab, one big hand, one little hand. Claw. really? Claw. There's coconut crabs that like kind of look like spiders,
call
and they're
it, okay?
probably actually.
No, it's okay.
Stop. Wait.
What?
How big do you think a coconut
Coconut
crab is?
crabs are
Tell me.
fucking
Stop. Tell me.
All right.
Oh my god! No, okay.
So we're just gonna hit this real quick. So the spray paint fumes have made Lauren like really nauseous. So
Sorry.
you don't have to apologize. I fucked up. Like, don't apologize for feeling sick.
So
You stinky little goblin.
yes,
So-
the Phoenix one is
so,
freaking cool.
Lauren, do you want us to call it or not?
I think we should.
Because if you keep going to dry heave, we'll call it right now. It's not a problem.
You don't have to share that with everyone, but yeah.
Dude, you're nauseous. It's fine. I'm
Yeah,
sorry I
I
shared
think-
it if I
Well, no,
overstepped
no,
the
it's fine.
boundary,
It's a joke.
but like,
It's a joke.
okay. Well, I just genuinely don't want to make you feel
Oh,
uncomfortable.
no.
All right.
Are you good enough to finish this fight, and then before we do the boss, we'll just call it? Or do you just want to stop right
No,
now?
I did finish this fight.
Okay, let's finish
Okay.
this fight, and then we're going to call it, guys.
All right.
Sorry.
What? You don't have to apologize. You would never have known in a million years. That would have been
I
it.
didn't know that you had this bad of a reaction, but like, I
Oh.
feel terrible that I
friends.
did it.
All right. So
I'm fine for now.
So it's fine for now. We're gonna finish. It's your turn. Roll to attack because we know that's
I
what
mean,
you want
if
to
that's
do.
what you want to do.
If that's what you
but
want to
yeah.
do, unless you want to do
They're
something
both
cool.
puffed up.
They're both puffed
They're both
up,
super puffed.
so it does not matter.
They both stay puffed.
Super
Has
stay puff
anything
marshmallow
changed in
man.
the arena?
No, nothing has changed in the arena. It's a featureless dome, which is, I know it's rare for me to have a combat without anything fun going on.
Yeah, I
in
was
the
about to
room.
say, what else is happening in the room?
This was just supposed to be a knuckle down drag out.
Okay.
And y'all managed to circumvent 3/5 of it.
Yes. I know.
There's the Phoenix one that's basically immortal.
Yeah, there's a
What
Phoenix.
fish is that?
I think it's a jelly.
Oh, that's tight as fuck.
I think I read about that.
Yeah.
If y'all got 6 sea facts, hit your boy and your
Yeah.
girls up, because we want to add them. What'd you get?
16 plus 5.
Oh my god.
20.
So you hit God. Did you chew the Tums? Okay.
You have to chew it, you know.
You gotta chew them. Yes, that is more than enough to hit the one that is next to you.
Okay.
Go ahead and give me the damage roll. And do you want to strafe around it in any way?
Can I go here?
Yeah. You only get AO'd if you leave its threat range.
So I'm still within it. So it's
Yes,
okay.
yes, of course. And this will help me finish because Ato's piece is a little bigger than yours. I have the hiccups now.
Oh, 9.
9. So this
Damage?
is the one that Ato hit. 9 damage. Okay, it drops down to that. It sort of, you like thrust that bite into you. I'm not gonna harp on you for like,
What? No,
how
I'm
do you want to do it? Like I'll help you out.
Oh, it's still majestic. I mean,
Oh, it's so elegant. You do like the.
and none
the,
of these guys have the quartz, right?
No, these are the guards.
True. Okay.
You like put the spear shaft behind your back and like thrust forward with it. It's
They
very
see it, though,
graceful.
It's very
Right.
graceful.
Oh yeah,
Very
it's,
beautiful.
The other pak'po like looks at you and then he just temporarily drops his chopper and goes.
Oh.
I also I drop my shield for a second and then
Just a second.
just a second. I put my shield back and go.
And then he looks at you, picks up his chopper, and kicks you right in the shin.
Oh no!
Um,
Oh, and then I shield bash him in the face.
as he kicks you in the shin. Both momentums have propelled the other one forward. It's just like a whirligig of pain. Okay, so round of golf club. So that brings it to the pak'po's turn. It is the hacker's turn. I wrote Chopper because their names used to be Chopper.
Oh right,
But
but
then I
that's
was
their
like-
weapon now.
Yeah,
so.
they're giant Chopper is their weapon, and I was just like Hacker seems more like brutal. I don't know. I'm gonna use Sweep. Sweep lets me make a heavy chopper attack against all creatures within 5 feet. It
Wait.
recharges after a short or long rest.
No.
I would have gotten you both anyway. You were both within 5 feet.
Well, not me, right?
No,
You're
it's
fine.
this
Oh,
chopper.
I'm
right here.
fine.
Number 3 is going. That chopper is going to go ahead and do a great chopper attack against both of you. I just roll 1 attack. It applies against both of you. Fuck. I'm going to spend an inspo. I give myself 1 per session. I'm going to spend it. I got a 4.
Oh, well, you didn't have to spend
That's
that.
better.
Oh,
18 plus
Oh.
4, 22.
22.
I helped.
Yeah,
so-
it hits God.
It
hits
God.
the Behemoths.
It hits God. So with its puff up bonus, that is 9 points of slashing damage as it just like spins to win like Garen from League of Legends. That's to you and Ato.
Also like Rabbit Daniel.
Like Rabbit Daniel. Ato, like it just takes it because he's not wearing armor. It takes like a big cut across him.
No.
I'm good. And that is that chopper's turn. It is now Ato's turn. This one's a sheet to the wind, so Ato is just going to like take out his dagger and stab it. Actually, fuck that. I'm gonna use a melee spell because that's easier for me. Please, I dropped the die.
It's gone now.
It
does.
Ato, like, just like before, those spines form on the palm of his hand, but instead of a lot of them, it's only a couple of them. It's clearly a much weaker version of the spell. And 16 is definitely more than enough. Ooh. And he hits it, and it slaps hard, but I still have to roll damage. Fuck. I'm sorry, guys. I rolled a 1.
Oh, no.
So does it break something?
Well, it's damage.
No, I rolled a 1 on damage.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it just it glances across it as it parries with the chopper. It's still up. I'm sorry.
All right.
That was Ato's turn. It's the other chopper's turn, and the other chopper is going to bull rush you. It is going to try to force you to move.
All right. Go on.
So it's opposed strength.
Oh.
Not strength save, just strength.
Oh, okay. My strength modifier?
Strength mod.
Okay.
What'd you get?
Oh, I have to
It's
roll.
It's opposed.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
What?
I was very confused. Okay, I'm sorry. 15. Wait, it's strength saving throw?
Strength modifier.
Oh, okay. So good. 15.
Okay.
I was right.
No, you weren't. You push and you push and you push, and very, you sort of see the pak'po moving something in its mouth,
Right.
and then it spits sand in your face, and you
blind
flinch.
again?
Little dick.
You have disadvantage.
No!
It's using its bonus action to do a little spittle.
That little dick.
This isn't on their stat block, but I am using it because these
Sure.
are dirty ones.
Dirty.
You have disadvantage. Roll again and use the worst result. Just one more time. Whatever this result was, plus if this one's worse.
This one's better.
Really?
It's a 19, but...
Well, you still use the worst result. He cannot push you.
So strong.
Just
That's so strong.
the spitty sand just
Ew.
clings to your face.
And I just
Okay.
It knows that.
That was its turn, and it is going to move over to here.
Oh, I'm excited for this. I wish I could charge. I need that.
Giselle.
That's me?
Giselle.
All right. So, I turn around and I'm going to attack it.
I'm going to make the note of that one. That's super cool, Mitch. Thank you. That's so tight. Mm-hmm. It's a jellyfish that can turn its adult cells into childhood cells. Mm-hmm. I'm fucking
It's a phoenix.
stealing that. I'm stealing the hell out of that.
Stealing nature.
Yeah, back in the day, my brother wanted to be a marine biologist, so I had all those marine biologist classes too, because we lived by the shore.
You were huge into marine biology when we met.
Yeah. So a lot of the pak'po and the kelorm and stuff, I created them because I'm so into marine life.
You've created some of the coolest monsters, but the other coolest monsters have come from people just being like, "Hey, I heard about your aquatic setting. Do you know this fun fact about nature?" And I'm like, I did not.
If you want to be really terrified,
So,
look at some of the...
the Zelfata, just there's so much tight shit that just other people have been like, here's a tight thing. And I'm like, that is a tight thing.
Okay,
It's a tight a lot.
11 plus 5, so 16.
16 is enough to hit, yes.
Oh my god. I was about to say, shit. Alright, so let's try to end this. Let's do this.
I mean, this one, you ain't gonna end this one.
Well, maybe I will.
Oh, well, actually, if you smite, maybe.
6. But maybe I can smite. Screw it.
You want to smite?
Yeah, I'm kind of done with it.
Okay. Just remember, you'll have only 1 smite for the boss.
No, 2d8.
So you roll 2d8.
Right?
Yep.
Nope, that was off the table. Do I get any pluses to
No.
that? No? Oh, yeah.
What's the total?
So what was the first one? I can't remember.
4 and 7.
That's a 4. I thought it was a 3 for a
4
second.
and 7 is 11?
Yee.
It.
Yeah! Alright, take that guy. Oh,
It has 1.
This is happening to you! Hey! This is the second monster that's done that!
Anastia.
Why can't
it's
I
your
do
turn.
1 more damage?
So I'm gonna stab this one right in the back.
This one over here?
No, I'm behind this one. He's getting
Okay,
stabbed.
yeah, so you can go ahead and gang up on that one.
Those books were super interesting. If you see anything, just send it to us, because I would love to create
For real,
monsters for it.
we are super. And if you send us something that gets used, in the final book that we release, if we use it, we will put you as a special thanks.
Yeah.
110%.
Also, articles. I love reading that shit. So just send it.
How'd you
Sorry,
do?
continue.
So, you said, because I'm with, like, this is kind of like,
You have a +1 bonus.
+1, 11. Not again!
It like catches the bite in its teeth and goes.
No, come on!
This chopper is going to disengage.
You don't have to do that, sir.
It goes into the main chamber.
Oh, the bad chamber.
It is Ato's turn,
Bad
and the
chamber.
other chopper goes. Ato is going to fire a poison bolt at this one.
He's probably not going to survive.
It does not survive. It has 1 health left.
Okay. I'm very upset with it.
And that is where we are going to finish for tonight, I assume, right?
Yes. Yeah. One guy left. We'll have a short rest in the not death room.
Yeah. I mean, you probably don't have time for a short rest.
We'll have a short rest in the not death
It's
room.
so short, though.
It's
It's
so
an
short.
hour.
Fuck. All right, we don't have a short
I'm
rest.
not against reducing the
I'm
time
just joking.
from a short rest to the time it was in 40, which was like 5 minutes.
Oh, that's very
It's freaking.
short.
It's very different.
Totally different. But that is where we are going to end tonight. I know we're wrapping a little early.
I'm sorry.
You don't have to
I know I shouldn't
apologize. I
apologize.
made you sick. Stop apologizing.
It was something that was out of our control, and
Yeah,
we're
we didn't
sorry.
know.
A series of accidents.
A serious, very serious accident. But yes, thank you so much for watching. And
Thank you for watching.
Yeah,
all 8 of
Levinsky,
you.
thank you for the sub.
That was awesome.
Gauntes says feel better, Lauren.
Lauren,
Thank you.
Gauntes, Mitch, as always, it's a pleasure to see both of y'all. Thank you for
Levinsky.
always coming back. I made sure to thank him.
Oh,
or
I'm just
her.
saying-
I don't know the gender.
just for
For the
subscribing.
sub.
And don't forget to follow us if you are interested in marine life.
Yeah,
or...
if any of the lurkers aren't following us, not subscribing, we're not going to ask for your money. If you want to give it to us, that's neat too.
That's
but
up
if
to
you,
you.
if you want to follow us, please, it's always appreciated.
like
Thank you
it.
to the lurkers. We had a pretty good amount.
Yeah.
We're starting to get back to where we were before, which I know isn't high, but
But
it's high
still,
for us.
Yeah. Yay! So thank you so much for being here. We try
Yeah.
to do this every Saturday. We try. We'll let you know if we don't.
Yeah. Almost all Saturdays we'll be able to, but there might
Yeah.
be some like with New York Comic Con coming up where
Yeah,
yeah.
for Comic Con, we're not going to be here
because you guys will be gone all weekend.
all
right?
weekend.
Yeah.
So thank you so much, Gauntes. I'm gonna get back to you. I got your email that you sent again today. I'm gonna see if I can get all that stuff for you. All right. Thank you all very much. Have a good night.